dude. Welcome to the Tom Barnard Podcast, brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers at minnesotapersonalinjury.com with
co-host Catherine Brandt,
Alex Bernard Rasmussen,
Andy Barnard,
and Kristyn Burtt.
There she is. Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. What is new in your world?
Well, we started a little late because I made the horrendous mistake of taking Highway 12.
Oh,
I keep
God.
telling you to take 7.
Do not,
Well,
I'm
it's
not
all-
taking 12.
We did that this weekend, and it was down to one lane.
Yeah, it's one
And
lane both ways, and
right
they're like
as you
wavy.
merge onto 12, you're going
Yep.
straight into the one lane
Yep,
that it
it's
all
horrible.
is merging into at once. And I'm like, this is the worst point you
Yeah.
could have done this at.
That's my pro
That's
tip
why
to
we
the
did it.
audience.
Is
Don't
that-
take Highway 12 for any
Just
reason.
ever.
Just
It
at
is
all.
amazing.
Stay
It's a
the
big
hell off.
old mess.
Yep.
Really, really.
It
bad.
is true. There's no question about it. I just, Well, I could lead off with this because I read this morning. I checked it a couple of times. According to the national news, the neighborhood where I grew up is now the most dangerous neighborhood in America.
And you moved away. That doesn't make any sense.
And I moved away. You think it would have gotten better after I moved, but Yeah, it's really sad. I just that makes me very. I mean, it was always an edgy neighborhood, but people weren't shooting and killing each other. I mean, it did happen, but not on a consistent basis. It kind of breaks my heart that that's happening.
A little bit of murder's to be expected in any neighborhood.
Just light murder.
It's
Sure,
a new
light
world.
murder.
It's a new world.
Light murder. So there you go. And the thing about that is, the state of Minnesota just spent hundreds, I don't know how many millions of dollars, redoing all of Plymouth Avenue with this really nice housing. I think I pointed that out on the show a couple of times before. All these brand new, what are they called? They're like a quad
Apartments?
unit. No, not apartments. They're like,
Quads, townhomes.
like quad townhome type of places. They're really, really beautiful.
Fourplexes.
A fourplex could be, quad, fourplex, whatever.
That's
but
what they call them. Fourplex.
they just put a
Fourplex.
ton of money into that neighborhood, and I guess the
always do.
violence lately has been way over the top.
Oh no.
They've been pouring money into North Minneapolis forever.
Forever, that's true.
Yeah.
And ever.
So you have to give me something joyful to watch after this show today, because that does make me really sad, because it is where I grew up and my first memories and all that stuff. It's really too bad.
Yeah, it's hard to see any neighborhood go through it, and especially when they try and like have a little resurgence, a little comeback, and then sometimes it just some neighborhoods it's just really hard to invest
Yeah.
in.
It's true.
It is. So, I'll get through it. I understand and all the rest of it. Like I said, people got shot once in a while in my neighborhood when I was a kid, but not like high-end violence like it is now, I guess.
Yeah, it's tough.
High-end violence.
It's always like it's like downtown
maybe a
LA.
little.
Downtown LA is like there are these beautiful old buildings, a lot of Art
Yep.
Deco theaters, and every once in a while, like it'll have like a nice little 10-year period where it's just a lot of money's poured into it, and then
Yep.
it kind of falls back. And COVID was kind of like the hiccup on the downtown's
Yeah.
resurgence. Hopefully, the Olympics are the
Yep.
next kind of bump for it. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
That would be good. Like I said, I wish everybody would just calm down and realize we've lived different lives. And if you want to be a Democrat, I'm happy for you. You're a Republican, I'm happy for you. You don't have to believe everything I believe, but boy, it sure is like that now with a lot of people. If you don't believe everything I believe, then I don't like you. It's like, what?
Yeah, there was a lot of protesting going on downtown this
Oh, yeah?
weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, and apparently there's women for sports that want women to be in sports, and they don't want transgender
Oh, right,
people in it.
yeah.
So there was this rally downtown, and these women are standing there, and this guy has this black fan with the C-U-N word on
my.
it, holding it above them and screeching at them.
Well,
Really?
Screeching at them.
Why wouldn't you?
And I'm like, it's okay to think something else. I mean, it's okay. Every time somebody wants to change the entire landscape of women's sports, it's, everybody has a discussion. All this stuff happens, la-di-da-di-da, but it's also okay to not be okay with it. And like you said, the difference of opinion, I'm just so tired of if you have a different opinion, you're I mean, the way they treat people.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's just shocking. I mean, in Minneapolis used to be just a nice, I mean, people would argue, but nobody was running around screeching that you're a disgusting C word. I mean,
I know.
I'm
little much.
flippin' believable how they're behaving.
I like
It's
the
just
protests
awful.
where it's just the retirement home has a field trip and waves signs around for a little
Yeah,
while.
Yeah.
there you go.
It's nice to see them getting outside, getting some fresh air.
Exactly.
Because that is all
There
I
you
see. It's
have it.
always like very old people waving signs
Oh
around.
yeah, the what is it? The
No
handmaidens.
Kings. The
Yeah,
No
those are
Kings.
all like
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
no, that was last year quite a bit. But
Oh,
yeah, but it was always like, did they let them out of the home for this?
Yeah.
Because it was
Yes, they
nobody
did.
else was involved.
But if you're looking for a good TV show, The Testaments as a follow-up to Handmaid's Tale is really good. So there you
Oh,
go.
is it? Okay.
It's
I don't know
great,
if I watched
actually.
The last season, I got kind of tired of the doom and gloom of that show.
Yeah,
It was
me
just
It's a very
I
doomy
stopped
show.
it was
watching
too
it.
dark.
Yeah.
It's interesting though, The Testaments, because it takes it from the kids' perspective as they are groomed to become wives. So it
Yeah.
follows. Highly recommend, if you do follow it, to watch the last season of Handmaid's Tale, because then it takes you into the Testaments and June's daughter Hannah, and you see where she is, and yeah, that part is really, really fascinating. And the actresses, who are all in that, I guess it's like early high school kind of thing, they are all so good. So good. Rowan
Okay,
Blanchard's in it. Chase Infinity is incredible. Like, there's some great performances there.
You know what I like is that I have to my left here the program director for television in this house, and I love the stuff you pick out. I do.
Oh, we try to watch, like little British murder shows that aren't. Yeah, I mean,
Fun.
they're.
Well, it's Harlan Coben. He's
And,
the
yeah,
little
we
bit of
started
guy.
watching. So we finished. I Will Find You,
Okay.
and now we're on to
It's really good. whatever it is.
what's the name of it?
I don't know. There's 12 of them.
Yeah,
so-
there's 12 series of
13?
Harlan Coben.
12?
It's 12 or 13.
Yeah, and I mean they're
Good,
they're
really?
they're dark. And obviously there's usually it's around a murder
Yes.
of some sort
Yep,
or
yep,
some missing child or
Yeah.
whatever. But the plot twists are so good. You just
I know.
can't-
You think you know what's going to happen. And
Yeah, Mini
don't,
Drivers in
and
this
everything.
one. The one
Oh.
that we're watching right now. Mini Drivers in it.
I like Mini Driver.
Yeah.
I just started a book by him because I've seen 2 of his limited series, and I was like, I should read one of his books because I
Harlan
read all
Coben?
the time. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
they're-
a really good
Yeah, they're
writer.
all
Just
limited series though,
started-
right?
Yes,
Really
yeah,
good.
Yeah, because they're all based on one of his books.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah, they're
what
good.
the book. I just started yesterday because I just finished the book I was reading and then started this Harlan Coben.
It's
book
hard
yesterday.
to remember book titles.
Oh, people
especially
are always
when
like,
you're
"Who's
reading a
it by?"
series.
I'm like, I don't know. Usually,
Well, and every
who
TV
wrote it?
series now is adapted from a book. So that's the
Yeah.
other
That's
crazy
true.
thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of TV
There's a lot of
series,
that going
I
on.
got Melissa into Modern Family yesterday.
oh
I
boy,
love
that
it.
sounds
Oh.
right up your alley.
It's been a long.
You
I mean,
too.
we all as a family watched Modern Family when it was
Yes,
new in
we
like
did.
what,
Laughter.
2009 or
Yes,
something.
it was so
about
funny.
right.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
And she's like, we were looking for something to watch, and she's like, I've never watched Modern Family, and I was like, well, we used to watch it all the time for several years.
Yep.
And
You have
yeah, it's,
250 episodes to watch. So
Yeah, it's
please
like-
let me know how long that takes you to get through, because that's
Is it
11 seasons.
yeah, I was gonna say it's 11. I was gonna say like 9 or 10.
When
but
did it
Yeah, went on
stop?
forever.
20?
In 2020. It was right
Yeah.
at the early part of the pandemic, and obviously they all couldn't be together because there was supposed to be some big to do, and so it was all on Zoom, so it was really sad for them.
Oh yeah.
Another show that because we were always looking for like a half an hour comedy thing. Because
Yeah.
if we watch a
Yeah.
couple of dramas, it's like we need a little something light and fluffy before you go to sleep, right? And we started rewatching Malcolm in the Middle.
I never
Oh,
got into
yeah.
Oh my God, it is so damn funny.
It
Yeah.
is good. Yep.
So stupid.
It's so
It's yeah.
So stupid.
I mean, Frankie tries so hard.
I never got into Malcolm in the Middle. I got into The Middle, but not Malcolm in
Oh,
the
wait,
Middle.
The Middle.
Wait, the middle.
I
That's
think
what
you're
I'm talking
thinking
about.
of
You're in the
Oh,
middle,
yeah.
not Malcolm in the Middle. I was like,
Yeah.
really? You're watching
Yes.
Frankie Muniz?
Just the middle.
Yeah.
Just the middle.
Just
Yeah,
the
the
middle.
middle,
Just
yeah.
the middle.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. That's a different
With
story.
It is.
Patricia Heaton
Yeah.
and I don't know if those kids ever went on to have big careers. I
Oh,
don't know.
Eden Shear has a really good career. Yeah, she's been.
Which one's that?
the daughter.
Oh, the
Sue
daughter?
Heck. Sue Heck.
Oh,
Okay.
God, she
Sue
was
Heck.
so funny. And then she tries out for swim team. And
Oh, yeah.
she's like going sideways and going over the ropes. And her dad
She's a
says,
disaster.
Sue, you just suck. You shouldn't try out.
She's a disaster. She tries
She
so
actually has a
hard.
really big career in Hallmark films. And
Oh,
she plays in, and there's a whole series of the Keller Family Christmas, Keller Family Vacation. She's great in them, honestly.
Oh, okay.
She's a delight.
All right, good to know.
have to
Good
look
to
for
know.
that one.
Yeah, she was always so sweet.
I like all that stuff, you know. God, I was just some random. Who did you just mention again? The woman. Oh God, what's her name?
Patricia Heaton, we were just talking about,
Was it
and
Patricia
Ina
Heaton?
Shear,
She's the one that used to be on what show?
The middle.
the middle.
But she was on something before that, wasn't she?
Was it-
Everybody Loves
Yeah,
Raymond.
she was the mom and Everybody Loves
Oh,
Raymond.
Everybody Loves
Yeah.
Raymond.
Or the wife, I guess, because the mom
The
is
wife.
the mother of Raymond.
Yeah.
The show.
Yes.
Yeah,
has-
he has OI,
Okay, yeah.
osteogenesis
Yeah.
imperfecta. So he's 4'8".
Oh, that's what he's
There you
got.
go.
I was always
Yep.
wondering what he had.
God, let's have a little salute to all the people that didn't catch some disease or illness that does that. I mean, that's got to be tough going through life because, you know, people tend to be just a little judgmental,
A little bit.
you know.
Well,
so
you look at someone like Gary Coleman, who he had kidney issues, but he was constantly being cast as a child when he was
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
an adult.
Didn't he die like a what? Yeah, 2010 he died.
Yeah.
Did he?
He had a
He was
really
only 42.
so rough for him. His parents stole his money. He had
yeah.
a very shady wife, and there are still questions about his death,
Wow.
like whether he fell or his wife allegedly pushed him down the stairs. Like, there's a lot of weird conspiracy theories around that. There are. It's really sad.
Fell and hit his head, possibly after another seizure, and then bad dead.
Bad,
Yeah.
bad,
Yeah,
dead.
and
Never-
he was short entirely because they gave him corticosteroids because of, like Kristen said, the kidney disease when he was a kid. So he doesn't actually have, he didn't have like any sort of growth disorder. They just gave him way too many steroids when he was a kid.
Yeah,
And
it's
it
really
stunted his
sad.
growth. He was also
I-
4'8".
I
Look at
went
that. What a
when
height. So
I
Simone
was
Biles.
when she's a gymnast.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
Nobody's
like,
gonna monkey with
when I
her.
hear 4'8", I think of Simone Biles.
that's
Yeah.
true.
I'm
I'm like,
4'8".
she's petite because she's a gymnast. But I was just gonna say that I had this weird encounter with Gary Coleman, and I was out. I wasn't living here yet. I was still living in New York, but my boyfriend at the time was out here, and we went to this. This sounds so LA. We went to Beverly Hills for a cocktail one night, and it was George Hamilton's cigar bar at the time. Which was
Oh,
like, I know,
God.
isn't this so funny? This sounds so like old school. But it was like a really big celebrity hangout in like late 1990s, early 2000s. And Gary Coleman came up to our table and started like rolling dice. He wanted to gamble to make money. And we're like, no, we don't gamble. Yeah. But it was so weird. He didn't really say anything. He just kept
Gary
on like
Coleman.
rolling dice in front of us. And we were like, no, no.
Gary Coleman, knock it off.
Please leave us alone, Gary Coleman.
That's my only
Not
Gary
now, Gary
Coleman
Coleman.
story, and it's so weird. But my ex-boyfriend, he was like very like preppy, kind of looks like old school money kind of thing. So I'm sure he just targeted my ex and was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make some money off this guy." Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's so weird. What a weird
Go away, Gary Coleman.
experience.
Well, that's kind of negative. It's a good time to slide one in here now. Ladies and gentlemen, you were injured. Seek Bradshaw and Bryant Personal Injury Lawyers, and they'll seek justice on your behalf. It's right there in the theme song, which I will now sing. No, just kidding.
Do it.
But I'm not kidding when I say that I've known Michael Bryant for a long time, and I know that he'll do what it takes to get you the resolution you need. Visit MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com or call 320-259-5414 to learn more. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristyn Burtt telling us how to wise up while watching movies and television.
And like to watch out for Gary Coleman shaking dice in front of you at George
Yeah.
Hamilton's cigar
Never
bar.
know when he'll show up.
Watch out for that, indeed.
But saying George Hamilton's cigar bar also just sounds insane.
It does.
Yeah,
He's still around.
Who is George Hamilton?
He's a very tan, handsome actor guy.
he was.
He was
yeah.
like
He is still
orange.
alive. He's 86.
He was a singer too, wasn't he? I think.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
80s. He's 86.
Oh, he's still around.
Yeah.
I thought he would have had a melanoma.
Crime and
by now.
Punishment USA from 1959. No wonder I don't know what that is.
I only
been
know
around
him from literally one movie, and that is Love at First Bite.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
that's an oldie.
It's
No,
an
I don't think I've
oldie.
ever seen any of these things he's been in.
And there's a big like disco moment in there, and that's the only thing I remember from it. I like the nightlife. I've got to boogie on the disco. And he has a whole like dance scene or something with his love interest.
Of course he does.
Sure.
Because it's a really bad campy movie. People should go and watch it.
Love it.
All right. What's it called?
Love at First Bite. It's from
Love at First
1979,
Sight.
and he plays Count Dracula, but like a campy Count Dracula.
What?
It's
Thanks for
a
letting
it's a
me watch
comedy
this.
slash
Yes.
horror. Susan St. James is in it. I'm trying to think who else. It's
Susan
hilarious.
St. James. Wow.
Yes,
I'm
I
looking.
know.
Yeah.
George Hamilton, Richard Benjamin,
Oh, I like him.
Susan St. James, Sherman
Look at
Hemsley.
Look at the photo of him. Can you pull up a photo, Andy? Because it's hilarious of him as Count Dracula.
See if I can find the poster.
Count
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Dracula.
because Dracula's supposed to be very pale, right? Because he's dead. Here he
Well,
is,
yeah,
super
it's
tan.
He is very tan.
Interesting.
I think that's kind of the joke too, like because they obviously
Yeah.
white faced
Yep.
him. So
Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
Gosh.
Well, we need humor. That's a good thing. I'm glad that it's a joke. That works for me.
That's
Works for
hilarious.
you?
and it's so funny because in my record collection, I actually have the disco album with that song, and I was like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of Love at First Bite.
Oh, that was a big. Yeah, that was a big hit.
Was Janet Jackson on Different Strokes? Yes, she was.
Oh, here we go. Andy's got something.
In a second.
In a second, he's got
I
something.
really
Yeah.
wish StreamYard would support WebP files. That would make my life a lot
Yeah,
easier.
it'd be so easy.
Yeah,
Why
because
doesn't
everything you download from Google is going to be WebP.
Oh yeah.
Yep, so I got to download it, I got to convert it, and now I can put it up on the screen once it gets done uploading. There we go.
Here we go.
Look at that.
I'll make it nice and big so we can see it in studio. There we go.
Okay, you can't really tell that it's him.
No,
No,
not really.
Yeah.
No.
That doesn't really look like him. Some of the images from the movie, if you Google it, you'll see it.
Yeah,
It
who
looks
are those
like him.
guys in the coffin? They look familiar.
Familiar.
Especially the guy on the right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I,
Guy on the right looks
I have
familiar.
it's Art Johnson,
Which one's Art Johnson?
the one on the left.
That's Art Johnson.
And the one on the right is Richard Benjamin.
Richard Benjamin. there
Richard
you
Benjamin
go.
plays Van Helsing in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See that, Tom? You might actually like this movie because
We'll
it's
have to
like
give it a shot.
corny, campy, but fun. I mean, it's like a throwback.
So where is it?
That's a good
Working on it.
question. I don't know. I
It's
haven't
from
seen it.
1979.
How do you
so-
watch Love at First Bite?
Yeah.
You can usually find those.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
See, there you go.
Easy
Oh,
peasy.
yeah, that's all I have to do is
I love
deliver.
that they have Love at First Bite, but they got rid of Gilmore Girls. Like, come on.
Well, Gilmore Girls got caught up in the whole mess with Paramount
Yeah.
Oh,
did
and
they?
Warner Brothers because of the sale. 'Cause,
yeah.
that's
Yeah, that's
that's
not
the bummer
good.
on that one.
So
So,
what's going to happen?
here's the thing: the merger has been put on pause for the next year, or until the antitrust lawsuit is settled, whichever comes first.
Oh, okay.
Mom was doing something else.
I don't know what she was doing.
Advertising.
You're knocking your mic off is what you're doing.
Your mic
Knocking
fell
your
off.
mic. Catherine, what are you doing over there?
Trying to do merch.
I think if anybody is watching this, they know.
They know who we are.
Pillow?
They don't need the pillow to figure it
All of a
out.
sudden, my back hurt, so I just shifted. That's all gone.
Oh,
But anyway, we'll be talking about the Paramount merger until the cows come home. So
I know, for real.
that's
Seems like it.
it's annoying
Nope.
at this point.
Where does it stand now? Because wasn't there a big deal? They were going to do it, and then they weren't going to do it, and then they were going to do it, and I mean,
Yeah, it's officially on pause for the next year.
Yeah. Yep.
Until the court case, whether it goes to trial and it resolves itself, or like how that ever shakes out, because 12 states are suing for antitrust. So
really,
Huh.
yeah.
what's driving that?
Well, if what's going to happen is if you have, it's going to be a monopoly. So if you have two
Oh,
the companies merge, it's going to lead to devastating layoffs in the
Yeah.
entertainment community. And it's also going to trickle down to all of us in terms of escalated fees for streaming and entertainment, cable if you still subscribe. And it just creates a monopoly on entertainment essentially.
I think the only thing that's keeping cable alive are the HOA association. I mean, yeah, HOAs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
absolutely.
They give you cable with your HOA
Yep.
usually.
I had it in my Minneapolis apartment. I didn't use it once, but I had it because
I
it was
know.
part of it.
Yeah, why not?
We never
Yeah.
use it.
Yeah.
We have it.
It's yeah. So we'll see how this whole thing plays out, but it's a mess, to be honest.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, every day that goes by, it's costing Paramount millions of dollars, and they have borrowed. They're completely leveraged, and the money's coming from Saudi Arabia. So if that source of money goes away, the whole merger will also explode.
Well, this doesn't sound like it was very well planned out.
No.
Yeah.
It was
wasn't.
not well planned out to begin with. So
I don't really like the fact that Saudi Arabia is going to decide what we have on our television.
Yeah.
I'm not real happy about that.
They don't care what's on our television. They care what's on their television.
But they still try to
do.
ruin
they'll
our
they'll be able to
program.
influence because of the money. And
Yep.
you know, we
Yep.
saw some of the issues when it came and invaded golf, men's golf.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And then that just went away, right?
It
Live
just went away
golf.
because they pulled out the money. So, and
Yep.
and that's the other thing. Like, what if all of a sudden, like, they invest in Paramount, the merger goes through, so it's Paramount and Warner Brothers, and then all of a
Yep.
sudden the Saudis decide to take their money away? What happens then?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Weird.
Are
lot
there
of
any
questions.
countries on earth that guarantee that have a good, relationship with another country, or all countries just by themselves now? God.
I don't know. Is Belize happy? Like, does everyone like Belize or something, like a tiny little country?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those little island nations who have no enemies. Yeah.
Saudi
You're right.
Arabia is, it's royalty.
Yes.
Yep.
They're probably the last
they
true
own
monarchy.
they own, the royal family owns every grain of sand.
Mm-hmm.
You just get to walk on it if they want you to. I mean, that's just how it is.
That's
They
great
don't want
news.
you walking around, you're not going to be walking around.
Yeah, they're a Middle Ages level monarchy where
Yep.
the king or queen or whatever, I'm assuming over there it's always a king. I don't really know.
Never.
That's too bad.
Yeah, there's
but
a
the
lot
king,
of
like,
darkness. A lot of
whatever
darkness.
whatever the king says goes no matter what.
Yep.
Yep.
Short,
Yeah.
probably short of like pointing at random peasants and saying kill them just because I feel like it. But
So, Kristen, is it part of the problem, the whole Disney thing? Because Disney's involved in all that, aren't they?
Disney's not involved in this particular merger
Oh, they're
at all.
not? Oh, I thought they
No, but Disney does have, their own issues. And in fact,
Yep.
I just saw a report about the parks, particularly Disneyland, because that was what this particular reporter was focusing in on. But attendance is down,
Yep.
and not only for June, but also for July.
yeah.
To the point that they started selling nighttime tickets where you could get in from like 7 p.m. until closing, and they were selling them for like $60 just to get traffic in the park. And I think people are finally speaking with their wallets. It's a tough economy for a lot of people, but also saying, hey, you're asking too much for a family of 4 right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, isn't this traditionally the worst months because it's so hot?
I would think.
Not in California.
Oh yeah, Disneyland.
This is our Disneyland, because this is a very local park for us. And I would assume, I know in Orlando, obviously it's very, very hot in the summer and humid. You don't want to be going
Yep.
those months. But
Yep.
California, outside of the heat wave we've been having, it's a really nice time of year to go. And so we've seen major attendance numbers drop.
Well, I don't know. Look at the Minnesota State Fair. It's always 10 trillion degrees, and yet it's packed.
Packed.
No one cares.
Yeah, but that's because it's only those 10 days.
That
the
is
only time you
true.
can go. Like you can go to
Yeah.
Disney World.
Well, there's
anytime
state fairs
you
all
can.
over the state all summer, and they're always
Yeah.
like that's like the thing in Minnesota is go to the state fair, or the county fair,
County
or
fair. Yeah,
whatever.
but the
Here
state
in-
fair is like its own special thing.
Yeah, we have LA County Fair, we have San Diego County Fair, and Orange County Fair. So you can go to 3 all within
Yeah.
a couple of hours of each other.
Yep.
That's not a bad call.
That's not bad.
Well, I've talked about this before, and I'll mention it very quickly again. When I moved down to WAPE in Jacksonville, found out we had free memberships at Disney World. I think I went about twice a week for a while. I was in there
sure.
all
Why
the
not?
time.
Yeah.
Well, and back
Why
when
wouldn't you?
a season pass used to be like $500, and you could go whenever you wanted.
Yeah.
All
My
year long
annual
for like
pass.
$500.
My annual pass in 2012 was like $460
you
as a
go.
SoCal resident. And I would go down almost every week, sometimes once, sometimes twice, but all my friends had passes, and we would just go to dinner and have dinner at Disney like on a Friday night, ride a couple rides and go home. And it was such fun, wholesome entertainment.
Sure.
You know what's got to be the best job? A Disney World pigeon.
Oh yeah.
I get a lot of
You get to
food.
see all the sites. You get infinite food for
Infinite
nothing.
food. You can
It's
hop on
all
a
for
ride.
free. Yeah.
Do you know what Disneyland has? Cats.
Squirrels? Cats?
Cats. We have
Do
cats.
they really?
Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know
What
that.
did you do
Keep
with the
down the
mice?
rodent population, and
Oh, like they employ cats?
the cats are they're officially Disneyland cats there to keep the rodent
Oh.
population down. And if you're lucky enough, you will see them hanging out sometimes, like under some of the bushes, like it's nice and
Oh,
shady.
yeah.
You'll see
Yeah.
them.
I thought you were saying they had like a feral cat population. I was like, that's
Oh no,
weird.
they are like barn cats, but Disneyland cats.
Wow.
Huh,
They
that makes
feed them
sense.
just enough so that they're not starving.
They probably
but
don't
that
need to
so
feed 'em.
hungry, so they'll eat things.
Yeah, there's probably plenty for them to eat. after
Probably
all-
plenty of mice and rats and birds and
Yeah.
they'll
We've-
feed themselves.
We have pool cats down in Florida.
Oh yeah.
They feed them and they just live there.
Yep.
I would
And-
steal a pool cat and make it domestic.
Mine now.
Domesticate that
seem to
little
be-
thing.
They seem
Yep.
to be pretty happy cats. It's also, I think it's just part of the, lizards. Too many lizards.
Yeah.
I think they get those and.
Oh yeah,
I
like
don't-
the little geckos and things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, geckos and curly tails and
the curly
anoles.
tails are the ones
Yeah.
that aren't indigenous to southern Florida where we are, and they eat the ones that are. So nobody
Yeah.
likes the curly tails.
Yep.
They came up on some hurricane or something, and now they're wrecking things.
Yep.
They're ruining things for everybody. Dang
So
it,
it
curly
goes.
tails.
Seriously. Catherine, how come you look so tan? You look like glowy.
You do look tan.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
put
look
stuff
very
on.
tan.
Did
yeah,
it
I was
work?
like, you look very tan.
I was looking
does.
so
Shimmery.
pale. I was like, oh my God, I look like I'm half dead because I use so much sunscreen and a giant hat. And I'm like, I'm standing around next to everybody else and I'm like glowing white. So I'm like, I'm going to try this stuff. So it worked. Okay. Well,
It
I'll watch
did
it.
work.
Is it weird?
No, it doesn't look weird at all.
No, it
really
looks like
good.
just like a
What brand is
glowing,
it?
healthy tan from my end.
Coco and Eve.
Oh, I've heard of that brand.
You missed an opening there like by a mile.
What did I do?
Oh, you're so tan. Tom's driving me nuts. That's what it is.
Oh,
How
sorry.
did you miss out on that one?
It never entered my mind because you're so lovely, Tom.
Because you're so
You're a delight.
delightful, Tom.
Yes,
Lovely,
Tom's so
Tom.
delightful to hang out with.
I'll tell you how pale I am.
I'll tell you how pale I am.
There you
Let me
go.
tell you. Yesterday, I went over to my mother-in-law, so Melissa's mom's, for the day, and we sat out on their deck in the shade. So the sun was already like beyond the house's roof line. I still managed to get a painful bright red sunburn on the top of my head.
Oh no!
I was not in the sun for 1 second
Kristen's
yesterday.
covering her face.
And it is like literally bright red. It hurts like hell.
I can relate though. I'm that
Hello.
person too.
Yeah, I don't need to
get
be
it.
in the sun apparently. I just need to be adjacent to the sun.
That's amazing.
Last night I was like, why does my head hurt so much? And then I looked in the mirror and I was like, huh.
Interesting.
Better wear a UPF 50 hat from
guess
now on.
so.
Say, you gotta
I
wear a hat,
guess.
man. I always wear a
Yeah.
hat. Especially, you don't have any hair.
No.
You gotta wear
But, like,
a hat.
If you're not in the sun, I didn't think you could get sunburn from indirect sunlight,
don't
but I
know.
guess you
Maybe.
can.
Yeah.
Maybe you had a reflection or something. I
Yeah,
don't
it was
know.
probably
maybe.
bouncing.
Yeah, must have
Yeah,
been.
it must have been. That's-
See, now it made me happy just talking about Disney World because my memories of Disney World are still all very, very positive. I love Disney World. Tell them to leave it
the
alone.
app. I hate the app.
Well, yeah, they're making it harder and harder to.
It's
are they
so
doing?
miserable to spend the whole day in your phone instead of enjoying it. The point of going to Disney is to get off your phone,
Yeah. Yep.
You'd think.
and it's maddening.
So Margaret, one of our constant listeners, hello Margaret. Apparently they were trying to kick her out of Disney World.
Why?
She was trying to live stream. I didn't really catch the whole thing. She says,
Oh, yeah.
"You
I think
have
they
the
thought she
password."
was live streaming, but she was only
Yeah.
taking photos, and they yelled at her because they're really cutting down. All the Disney adults or the Disney
Yeah.
influencers have really ruined it for everyone.
Why?
Because they're live streaming and profiting and like showing secrets, and some of them are former
Oh.
cast members. There are a lot of things going on in the Disney adults, Disney influencer universe.
So when we go to Disney World, we shouldn't take any videos or anything then.
you can take video, but you shouldn't like be with a selfie stick and look like you're live streaming out to people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we won't live stream, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would think that would be good. I mean, the more people that are watching that stuff would go to Disney World, maybe because of
It
some
was
secret
good
that they
until
found
it
out.
wasn't, because then they start doing stupid
Yeah.
tricks and stunts, or they
Yep.
start blocking the flow of traffic. It just becomes, it's crazy. Like it's good,
TikTok
and then all of a
dances in
sudden
the
someone
middle of
ruins
the-
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
yeah.
That's how it works. So I shouldn't take out my phone every so often and say, oh, "What's up, TikTok?
Yeah.
It's your boy Andy here."
Yeah, that's
I
what
want to
they
see
want.
Andy doing like a TikTok dance.
I would love to see that. That would be great.
The only dance I know right now is the jellyfish, because of Ethan. Arms together, legs together. The jellyfish, the jellyfish, the jellyfish. Yep,
Boy, did I tell you I have to
Great.
leave early today?
that's the new dance. It's going to sweep the nation now that I've done it.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah.
It's
So,
going viral already.
Jellyfish.
That's funny.
no, I don't know. But in all honesty, it's just not. It's not just Disney. It's everything now, and I mean everything's about money.
I mean, Disney World's kind of always been about
Yeah,
money.
it's kinda
Yeah,
just-
I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, Margaret said they were at Epcot, not Disney
Oh,
World.
I
yeah.
love
I love
Epcot.
Epcot.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Epcot's-
my favorite park.
I've always
love
liked
Epcot.
Epcot.
I like
think more
Epcot
than
a lot
best.
too.
Well, once I was like probably 12-ish, that's when I started liking Epcot more than Disney. Because, you know, Disney World, like Magic Kingdom and that sort of thing is still fun, but it's definitely like young kid
Yeah.
coded.
Yeah.
Whereas Epcot's like, you know, for older people. And by older, I mean like not in grade school.
Except for I
You can
have to
drink around the
say-
world.
That
yeah,
too.
you know
Yep.
what though?
And I will.
What I don't like about Epcot now is there's a lot of bachelorette parties there,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
and they're just so obnoxious.
And
Got the
it's 'cause
gigantic drink that's about 14 feet tall, and they're like
14
screaming and
feet.
yelling and really drunk, and it's
Yep.
like
The
shut
drink
up.
around the world is the problem too, because that also
Oh,
became a
yeah.
social media thing. So you have a drink
Yep.
at every country.
I
Yeah.
would die.
I would die too.
Well, yeah, what's a drink? Define a drink.
A drink, like literally a drink.
And how
Like
many
cocktail?
countries are there?
Boy,
like-
there's got to be 12,
10?
12.
That's a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
drinks, yeah.
I would
is.
die.
Wh-
Especially
10
like
whiskey
different alcohols.
Yeah,
that
mixing
many
'em.
Bleh.
Yeah.
No, I would truly. I think I'd have to be taken out of there by emergency medical
Epcot
services.
has
Yeah.
11 countries.
11. Okay, right in between
Yeah.
what we said.
So let's see.
11 shots of whiskey?
I
Ugh.
thought it's
whatever,
11
or
shots of
whatever
whiskey.
they
I
have.
guess you could
Yeah,
have
because
that.
you'd be
that's
doing
what I
like
drink.
sake in Japan, and then in Mexico
Oh,
you're doing a
yeah.
margarita. I mean, that's
Yeah.
in the heat.
And then go on a roller coaster. See what happens.
Violently
Good
unwell.
that
idea.
Did we ever tell you the looky here?
Oh dear, probably. I'm sure we said it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So the first time we were in Disney World, we did Disney World, then we go to Epcot.
Yeah.
God, this
And
is
we're
great.
walking around, and this is the first time we've seen it. We're like, oh, this is so cool, you know? So we're looking at everything. And
Yeah, I think I was like 8 maybe.
yeah, you were maybe 8.
Yeah.
And this couple and this family is right next to us.
In Japan.
In Japan. That's an important aspect
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
Yes, very important.
We have to know the country.
And we're just looking around because I mean, you know, the architecture is very beautiful, all this stuff, and we hear the woman say, "Well, looky here, we're in Chinese land."
She was very southern.
Very southern.
Well, looky here, we're in Chinese land.
Chinese land.
So
And I should emphasize it was not China, it was Japan.
We were
Japan.
Yes,
we're
that's
like,
right.
And what's
what?
Chinese
Where?
land.
And what is
land.
Chinese? Yeah, we were so.
Yeah.
They probably get thrown out for being racist.
Yeah.
We-
I don't even
That was
know.
30 years ago, and we all still vividly remember.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was.
Yeah.
We were like, what does that even mean?
China, I
was-
think.
Chinese land.
Which
We laughed
weren't.
about that for
We
years.
did. I'm still laughing about it.
So every time
Still are.
do you want Chinese food?
Then go
Chinese
over
land?
there.
From Chinese
Yeah.
land.
I don't know.
It's just
I
so
still
dumb.
absolutely love Disney World, Disneyland, all of it. I just love going there. Mm-hmm. I just hope. Well, they do a pretty good job of keeping things even keel. You don't have too many people going nuts on you in the park.
No,
Go
nobody's
nuts on ya.
allowed
No,
to go
nobody's
nuts
allowed
on
to be
anybody.
too
Yeah.
weird.
Everybody
That's
has
good.
to behave as if it's the happiest place on
I
earth.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you-
Otherwise, you get banned for life because there have been some fights, and you'll
Yikes.
see them occasionally
Fights.
wind up on social media, and you're banned from the park.
I would hope.
Yeah,
They take a
Fights.
hard line with that.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
should. They have to. They really do.
You're getting in a fight at Disney World. What is wrong with you?
Well,
It's
look
a
what-
lot of
I
times
mean,
it's
that was
families.
fair.
Happiest place on earth. I'm telling
You know, like the family reunion all descends on Orlando,
Yeah.
and then they're
Yeah.
like
That's going to be
swinging
us
and
in
everything.
November. Andy and I are going to be.
No. We're gonna
Punching
take out our
each other in
selfie
the
sticks
face.
and hit them with them.
Yep.
All right, so at the end, because it's a multicultural show now, talking about Saudi
Chinese
Arabia and Chinese land and so forth. I got a multicultural story of Ethan.
Oh,
Okay.
great.
So Alex, you're going to play the role of me
Great.
because you know very basic Spanish.
I do.
So I'm going to be Ethan, and I'm going to say what he said, and you're going to respond with, actually, lo siento is I'm sorry in Spanish.
Right.
Got it.
All right, so okay, I'm me. I'm Ethan. You're me.
Got it.
Daddy, did you know that dubba jubba dubba is I'm sorry in Espanol?
Actually, lo siento is I'm sorry in Spanish.
There are many ways you can say I'm sorry in Espanol.
Is that what he said?
He literally said that.
He literally said
There are
that.
many ways.
There are many ways.
There are
I was
many
like,
ways.
what is this kid?
My kids do stuff like that all the time, especially
Yeah.
at that age where you're like, what? Why are you 75
Talking
year
like
old
that all of a
man?
sudden?
That's funny.
That's very
Father,
funny.
there are many ways.
And you're like, actually, no.
No, it's really only the.
There
I
are
mean,
not.
Probably not what. Well, because he has this like book where you touch the words and it says what the word is,
Oh,
and it also has a Spanish mode.
Okay.
But he doesn't understand any of the Spanish, so to him it just sounds like they're making random noises.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he'll go into Spanish mode and it'll say Espanol, and then he'll click a thing and it'll say it. But then he's just like, Daddy, look, it said blah, and I'm like, no.
You're like,
But yeah, so he's been trying to learn Spanish.
Well, at least
Kind of.
Spanish is based on Latin, which our English is based on, so you can understand a lot of the words.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to learn, actually.
It really
yeah.
isn't.
But
I
you have
used
to
to
keep
be-
up on it.
I used to be fluent in
Yep,
Spanish.
me too, but not
then-
anymore at all.
It all went away
Yep.
because I never used it.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
all gone.
We don't
Well, how about this?
need it anymore.
Adios.
We do know adios.
She's got to go.
Adios.
We're burning up her time here. But we will talk to you again on Wednesday, I hope.
Friday.
No
Friday.
Wednesday.
That's right.
my
Wednesday.
God.
I know.
Wednesday.
You got. You're gonna like this though. I've got to go to Salem, aka Days of Our
Which
Lives.
Oh.
Yeah, I do one set visit per quarter, and it's my time to visit Salem again.
Okay.
God,
Salem.
every time I hear that, what was the guy's name again on the?
Red Fox.
Red
or
Fox.
whatever?
Yeah, Red Fox.
Red Fox, that's it.
Days of our lives.
Exactly. That's what I was hoping you'd say. Yeah.
Yep.
So I will be there on Wednesday, but I'll be back on Friday.
Oh, you stiff. Well, we'll just weep on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I know.
Weeping
I'll come with
Wednesday.
all the
Yep.
goodness on Friday, though.
All right.
Sounds magnificent.
See you guys then.
Bye.
later.
Bye bye.
Kristyn Burtt Entertainment News, ladies and gentlemen. Bob Sansevere is brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers seeking justice for the injured. Contact Bradshaw and Bryant at MinnesotaPersonalInjury.com. Bob, what's going on, man?
Your Vikings and your Twins. What else is going on?
I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So the Vikings go into camp, what, in 2 days or something?
Well, they're in camp. They've been in camp for a week.
Well, what's going on in the next week or so?
Well, they went into pads today for the first time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Into
So-
pads.
And where's their first pre-season game?
It's about, this weekend is the Hall of Fame game. So in about a week, 2 weeks, week and a half, they'll have their first preseason game. Yep.
I've not heard of that.
Are these moves they're making, because they're all over everything, are these moves to you, Bob, because you've been covering that team forever and you know a lot about sports, is it that big a deal as they're saying it is?
Well, you mean the guys they brought in as rookies? Because right now they pretty much it's tilting a lot more, and it should have from the beginning, to Kyler Murray. It's
Oh,
now
it
it's
is.
he's
Yeah,
going to be
right.
the starter. There's no question.
What happened to J.J. McCarthy?
He never got any good. He was never any good.
He was never any good. Boy, didn't that surprise you? He could
It
be
did,
that good in college.
Well, because he was not they did not run their offense based on him. It was a running offense, and he'd throw the ball occasionally.
Yeah.
I thought he'd be a lot better. I was mistaken.
Well, I was mistaken too. We got to get a team that wins some games, Bob. Is that going to happen?
Take a look at that NFC North. Chicago's going to get better. Detroit's going to be better. They got the best running back in football. Green Bay, I mean, they could wind up finishing third in the division and not be a terrible team.
Yeah, I suppose that is true. But I mean, that was always the reason that I liked the NFL so much is because you got through summer and you're going into, late summer, early fall and all the rest of it. And then the Vikings carried you all the way through January, so you had something to do when it got colder than hell.
Well, you're talking about the 1970s Vikings, the Purple People Eaters, and some other teams, where they were going to have a legitimate chance to go to the Super Bowl every year in the 70s.
Yep, every year, and they've never won a Super Bowl.
They did win the NFL in 1969.
Yes, right.
An exhibition game against the Heat. Well,
So what's new in your world, Bob? What's important to well, like I said, it's kind of difficult because the Twins the other day, down 6-0, they tie it up and then they lose anyway.
Well, they've lost 2 in a row, but at least they're making moves. They've got 3 guys, and they're trying to get a 4th deal. I think before the trade deadline hits, which is going to be soon, Trevor Larnach will be gone because they tried trading him, and the Houston owner vetoed the deal. They wouldn't let him do it, but they want to get rid of him so they want to get some more youth in their lineup. So that's what they're trying to get done anyway.
Is Larnach, is he okay? I mean, he's a pretty mediocre player, isn't he?
He's all right. I mean, he's got, what is he? He's hitting 284, 9 home runs, 39 ribbies. He has appeal to teams because he's not, I mean, it's not like he's an old man, but what they want to try to do is they want to, they've got Jenkins, Walker Jenkins, who's one of the top 5 overall prospect in the minors. They want to get him in the lineup.
Right.
And that's why I think they'll make a deal today to move Larnach and then get him in.
Bob, did you watch the end of the Twins game yesterday?
I did not.
You haven't seen the video?
No, what happened?
A Seattle player went from first to third on a ball hit to the outfield.
Yeah.
And he slid into third on his face.
Ah.
Oh my God, Andy!
What did you do that for?
Oh.
Honest to God, he's like sliding on his face, and he looks up, and it's like, oh my God!
So when was this?
Yesterday,
Twins versus what?
Seattle.
Versus Seattle.
Okay.
Honestly, that
Did he
looked
have no arms? How does that happen?
Yeah, his arms were
Really?
like splayed out to
Splayed.
the side, and he
That's how it happens.
slid in on his face.
Oh, I think I might.
It's been some sort of weird, awkward thing that happened.
God.
Josh Naylor?
Does that sound
Is
right?
that who it was?
Was it a Seattle guy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I found it.
He goes, oh, I found it.
I'm going to have to...
Road rash on your face? That's got to be
It
unpleasant.
looks so painful. And at first, a little scratch or whatever, then all of a sudden the blood started flowing. It's like, oh my God.
Here, I'm
flowing.
going to do an Instagram downloader thing.
I felt so sorry for the guy. It's like, you got to put your hands in front of you. You can't have slide in with
That's
your face.
Flam.
Well, it's faster that way, right?
Yeah, I suppose you'd be a lot faster. Your arms stick way out here. Why would you want to have your face do it?
Slide.
None for me, thanks. That's
All
I
right,
know.
let's get that. Let's get this video file up. Faceslide.mp4. Here we go.
Oh my God.
That's what
Here
they
it is,
call it.
Bob.
All right, here's what. That's what I called it. But
To center. Naylor giving it a look, and he will try for third base. Keyshaw's throw is going to be cut, and nobody coming to second base.
That
just
little
kinda-
hesitation that kind of gets Keish.
he's like, oh.
Say it on his heels. Fairchild's going to go out and run from him because he banged his nose up right there pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, he just slammed his
Yeah,
face.
he slammed his face. He didn't
That
even
was a
slide.
slam.
Really.
I don't think that was intentional.
No.
He slammed
certainly
and
not.
slid is the problem.
Nose and
Oh,
upper
fun.
lip.
Oh, God, did that all look like it hurt. It won the game. I mean, it did win the game.
That's
Well,
something.
All right, I got to give
Hero.
credit to that was courtesy of John Boy Media, whose name I will put on. StreamYard is broken right now. I can't do anything
should
about
we get out and come back in?
it. No, it's what? Yeah, I don't know. John Boy Media, JOMBOY Media. That's the way of spelling it.
There you go.
Yeah, I've just tried to talk to the StreamYard support team, and it said that we are being rate limited, so we can't even go in there. So something is going on with StreamYard. I don't know what.
Rate limited. What does that mean?
It's
Bob Sansevere came
complicated
on
thing.
and
Yeah, it's
that's literally what
the
happens is
problem.
someone joins and StreamYard puts us into like this rate limited state. So apparently it sounds like crap to the people listening online right now.
well, thanks, StreamYard.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to complain to them or something because I don't know what's going
Can we
on.
go on Zoom?
It sounds like all of you are gargling, and I'm getting a little feedback on my voice.
Yeah,
Gargle,
it
gargle.
messes everything up as soon as someone comes in. the
Why are they
studio.
doing
Is there an
that?
alternative to StreamYard?
I'm not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah, probably not.
But on the recorded videos and the recorded audio, it'll all sound fine. So
You sound good now.
we do,
Yeah.
I know. It comes and it goes.
huh?
Unbelievable.
Did we have John Boy?
I don't
as a
know. This
guest?
is just like some random account that I found.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure, unless he was. I don't
I
know.
don't remember that.
I do not remember a John Boy. I think this is just some random person.
Well, I don't know if you need
well.
to give credit to someone who stole it off of a Major League Baseball production.
I don't know how it's.
MLB is the one that would actually own it.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
John Boy, James Vincent. Did we? Now that you talk about it, I wonder if we did
Did what?
Have him
have
as
this
a guest.
person on as a guest because apparently he's like a big deal. He's been doing John Boy media. He's got 1.7 billion views. So,
Oh,
Well, that's a lot.
huh, maybe.
nice.
No doubt. So what's happening in your world, Bob?
It's the same thing in August. I got a bunch of horse shows coming up and rodeos.
You
for my
sound very
daughter.
fired up about it.
Yes, Tom, I am. I'm so excited.
I know. I
Why?
think everybody's got the wind down summer thing going on.
Yeah.
People are-
Well, you know what's so depressing is it's like once you hit the 4th of July, the summer goes at warp speed.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the 3rd today. Before you know it, it's going to be the 31st. It's like you
First
blink
day's
and it's
gone.
gone.
It's true.
I'm looking forward to it. I hate summer.
And when does the fair actually start? What's the start date?
It's too hot.
27th.
10 days, yeah, 27th. And then
27.
it ends on Labor Day.
You going?
I don't know. We haven't been in a few years. We used to go with you
I
guys.
was gonna say, you guys can come with us. We always go.
Where are you going?
We love the fair.
Oh, the fair. Anyway, Bob, what's going on?
Well, we'll-
I'll go
You
with
can
you.
come with us.
What about 15 different conversations there? Anyway, so Bob,
yes.
what's the latest?
The latest. What are you guys watching? Is there anything that you're enjoying on TV? Because I saw that Ride or Die wasn't bad. That has the woman from Ted Lasso in it, the one who plays the owner.
Yeah.
What's her name? Hannah Waddingham, and also, I mean, it wasn't bad. It's like a comedy about a woman who is like an assassin, and her best friend she thinks she's a forensic expert.
She
And it's all
thinks
right.
she is.
Well, that's what she's told her she is.
Oh.
So when
What's
she
the name of
travels
it?
to Ride or Die,
Ride or Die.
find it, I think, on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
So that wasn't bad. And it's, it's like 8 episodes. And if you watch the Larry David, Life, Larry in the Pursuit of Unhappiness,
No. Was it good?
some of it's very funny. He takes different vignettes from history, American history, and inserts himself into it. There is a funny one where he's in the crowd talking to George Washington, who has announced he's not going to run for a 3rd term, and he just savages Trump without mentioning it. Well, what if someday a guy wants to go for a 3rd term or wants to do this with the Supreme Court? Yeah, it was just it's funny. It has his touch to it. It has Seinfeld's in it. I mean, many people who John Hamm is in it. Actually, Rob Reiner played Washington, and he's unrecognizable before he passed. So it was done a while ago.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. He plays Buzz Aldrin on the moon landing, and he's very upset because nobody told him that he wasn't getting off first. That Neil Armstrong would.
Where is that appearing?
That is on HBO, but you can find it
HBO,
other
okay.
places too. You can probably find it other places already. It's pretty good
You
though.
brought,
Pretty
you brought up
good.
Rob. He brought up Rob Reiner, so I got to thank Andy and Alex for not stabbing me to death. I appreciate it.
Yes.
You mean cutting your head off or whatever it is he did?
Did he cut his head off
I
too?
think so.
No, I think you just stabbed him mercilessly.
Stabbed him like 18 times.
Yeah.
Awful.
No good.
No good.
I thought he like bifurcated him. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Suppose.
Better to not know.
Yeah,
I'd
don't
rather
have to
not
know.
know.
I always liked it. Were you ever on the KQ Morning Show when we had Rob Reiner on, Bob?
I think so. I mean, there's
think
been
you
so many
were.
guests that we had.
Yeah. He's such a nice guy. Honestly, God, he was just a great guy. You know, because of All in the Family and all that. I was a huge fan of that. And it just to be stabbed to death by your own nut job son, that's really unfortunate.
He was a lot, more, what would have been amicable or amiable before Trump came along. Because he hated him, which many
Yeah,
people
he
do.
did. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Well, that's not a bad thing to talk about. I watched a little news this morning, and it's just, flat out hatred of one another now. That's really sad. Don't you think?
Well, yes, and what's happening is I think the Democratic Party is at a crossroads because there are people like Fetterman and some not as outspoken as him that are concerned about where the party is going, how progressive it's become, and how far. I don't even know if it's far left. It's just progressive. They want to be socialist.
Yeah.
That's
They're
not gonna
communists.
play-
They're talking about becoming communists
Yeah.
now. You heard that, right?
Well, it's what they think is they'll get enough young people and illegal immigrants or aliens to vote for them. That's their
Yeah.
plan.
Well, everything's about money now. You know that. There's no question. Everything's about money. That's why people are so upset about everything.
Well, did they change that voting law in Minnesota where you can bring 7 friends to vote with you?
Oh, I'm sure they
Or
want
they
this to
changed that?
14.
I don't think they have changed that yet.
So
No, not here. They
just-
wouldn't.
So you could just bring anybody.
Well, you could vouch
bring-
for anybody.
Yeah. You can
Yeah,
vouch-
they live. I know them. That they live where they say they live. Yet anything else, we have to actually bring an ID.
But let me ask you a
That doesn't
question
make
about
any
that.
sense.
So Catherine and I could go late November, or excuse me, late October, and say, you know what, we're traveling, so we have to vote in advance. So send it. Catherine and I cannot vote here. We're not residents of
can.
Minnesota. Well, you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to, but we
Well,
could.
if somebody vouched for you,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you do have an
don't-
address here.
Don't ask me. I won't do
So
it.
now we're in a situation where people can vouch and say, oh, no, he's fine.
This
That's
situation's been like that
ridiculous.
for many years.
Oh, God,
Well, I
that's
remember
annoying.
when we first started going to Florida, we moved downtown, so we moved into a condo building, and I remember they had a little desk outside the building registering people to vote. And the woman says, "Oh, would you like to register to vote?" And I said, "I can't. I'm not a resident." And she said, "That doesn't matter,
Oh, God.
Yay.
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
God.
doesn't it?"
Oh,
She said, "You could register to vote." I'm like, "I don't understand this.
I don't either. Why?
Who's your boss?" No, I just ran away because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah. I'm not a fan. I got to be honest with you.
I have a feeling that there's a lot of
Cheating.
hinky things
So
going on.
will either of you request the ballot from Florida, or will you be up
Yeah.
here, or will you
Yeah.
be there then?
No, we'll
Well,
still be up here.
Yeah,
at
we'll get
voting
an
time.
absentee ballot. We have to order it, I think, I think I better do that.
Yeah, we probably should do it.
Yeah, but we're both registered because we both have our licenses through
So
Florida.
so you won't have anything to do with the governor or the senator here.
Not unless you
No.
vouch for us.
How's that
know.
looking? How's that looking now, Bob? How many people are running for governor now?
Well, the only number that really matters, the Democrats, it's going to be Amy Klobuchar. And for
Yeah,
the
it sure seems
Republicans,
Yeah.
Kendall Qualls, who I like, once Lindell got the endorsement from Trump, it comes down to Lindell and Lisa Dameth.
But I have a question for you.
I like
Yeah.
that.
And I'm not trying to piss all over a friend here, but don't you have to be a resident of the state you're the governor of?
You're supposed to be for a year, yet he's
Yeah.
still registered in Texas to vote there, and that's what nobody in the media has found out. When did he actually change his residency? Because you're supposed to be the resident for a year, and it's been overlooked. He's in a little hot water now, and I don't know if it'll come of anything, but you can't be throwing out My Pillows with "Vote for Mike" or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Why not?
He did that at the Delano parade. and I don't know
Oh,
how
did
long,
he?
how much he's been doing it. And I think that, I mean, he seems to, and I think, and I've met them both. I like them both, but both he and Michelle Tafoya had this sense of entitlement. Hey, I had my pillows on Trump's my buddy. I should be governor. And in Michelle's case, I was on the sideline. I should be senator.
All right, I've got an exciting new feature for our show.
Oh, new feature.
The Margaret Tracker.
Oh,
She has just crossed over into Iowa. Let's zoom in on her.
That's where Margaret is?
That's Margaret right there. There she
Margaret.
goes. Zoom.
you got a flight tracker.
Ooh.
Where are you going, Margaret?
She's
She
just about to
came
go
back
over this
from
river here.
Florida.
Where she's in Florida?
Yeah, she
Well,
was
let's see, where was
she's
she?
the one that was at Epcot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
How do
There she
you
went.
how do you get this?
She shared her flight number on the chat. So
Oh, that's it.
With a flight number, you can do that?
there we go. She's about to cross over the river.
There she is.
Margaret,
Let's
look
hope
down.
she just-
What river is that? She's apparently she's in the chat listening right now.
Let's hope she doesn't get stuck in the river.
Whoa, there she goes. Right
Oh, she
past
made
the
it.
river.
Good.
Good job.
Yep,
Good
she
job,
made it
Margaret.
past the river.
That's funny.
We love you, Margaret. You can't get hurt.
So where's she heading?
Back home,
Back home,
So
Minnesota.
where's home for her?
Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Oh, she looks like she's heading south. You
No,
said
she's going
in
north.
Iowa.
Nope.
That was north?
Yeah, she was going
Well,
north.
she's heading north. Yeah.
All working out in the end.
Yep.
I was looking at
Ladies and gentlemen, do you like where you bank? If not, go visit my friends at North American Banking Company. You'll have to navigate that whole phone-free deal, and you reach out to the next available bank or that kind of deal. No, member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, Bob,
Alex is leaving.
Yeah.
where are you going?
Drink 8 gallons of water.
She has to go
No, she's
potty.
Drinking
Leave
8
her
gallons
alone.
of water a day. That's good.
Let the woman have some privacy.
Yeah, I don't know, Bob. What are they going to do about that? You can't run for office. And then, look, Mike and I are really good friends and all that, but you can't vote if you don't live in the state, can you?
Well, I'm sure he's going to claim he does. But the fact that he voted or is registered to vote in Texas, that's his residency.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
people
how
said,
could
well, he can show up on election day and sign up, but you got to prove how long you've been a resident here. Has it been for a year?
Well, we've been, supposedly Florida residents, and then I found out that our accountant, I was trying to get our, what's it called when you, homestead. I was trying to homestead down there so our taxes wouldn't go up on our place, and they said, oh, we can't do that without 2 years of a tax statement saying that you filed in Florida. So I guess there's some gray area there.
I guess.
If you
Well,
don't file
here-
your taxes. in
Well, he didn't.
that
Well, he
other
doesn't pay.
state,
He didn't pay property taxes. We don't know if he paid income tax.
he owes property taxes,
Yes.
but he didn't pay them. Yes.
He didn't pay them. Did he pay them
Yeah.
yet?
I don't know. That's not all that uncommon. Property taxes are killing a lot of people.
They are, but if you want to run for governor, you should be up to date.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I would
probably
agree with
true.
that.
But they did destroy his business, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Well, who
Is it coming
destroyed his
back at all?
business?
huh?
Who destroyed his business?
All those weird court cases where he,
Well,
and
but,
he's
I mean,
been
ultimately, he destroyed it by making all the claims and opening himself up to it. I mean, he could have. This is the one thing that I'm frustrated with him. He wants to run the state. Running his business, he put his sycophantism, I'll use that as a word, for Trump ahead of his business and all the people that worked for him. And I understand he was a great guy to work for, that he helped a lot of people. Yet
He
ultimately, he ran it into the ground by trying to be Trump's buddy and opened himself up to these lawsuits.
So I have a question. So are you telling me My Pillow is not in business anymore?
I think
No,
it's
it's
very
still around.
scaled down.
But yes,
very
they
down.
scaled down quite a bit.
Oh,
after
did they
that.
really?
Well, I mean, didn't they sue him for like some
Like
absurd
billions.
amount
It's
of
a ridiculous amount.
money? Yeah, completely insane. It's completely insane.
Well, from what I understand, is nothing has been disproven of what he said, and all the court cases are being dropped. But those legal fees are millions
Still
upon
there.
millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I just really wish politics didn't get that. Politics is so hideous now. Has it always been, and I'm just noticing now, or it's just so nasty?
It is absolutely nasty, and it's horrible. I mean, what the hatred from both sides. I've never, in my lifetime, I know they've hated each other, but I don't remember it being like this.
No, I don't ever remember it being. I mean, Bob, I brought it up very quickly at the beginning of the show. I'd throw it by you too. I just don't understand people. If you're not exactly like me, I hate you. What?
All right, that's what it is.
I mean,
You're
it's
not
what they're
lockstep.
doing. Unless you're just like me and think everything that I think, I hate you.
Yeah.
What?
And it's also, I mean, we've talked about this before, the number of families that have become fractured and friendships.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got a sister and a brother that don't talk to me because of voting. I haven't talked
Yeah.
to one. My sister hasn't talked to me in, 20 years?
That's about right. Yeah, I
It's
think that's the last
all-
time I saw her 20 years
It's
ago.
also ridiculous.
So that's
It is-
even-
you're-
voting.
Yeah, you're going to throw away your lifetime friendships and your family
I know.
over some politician.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I've never really been so madly in love with a politician that I thought, oh, my life is so much better because this person is in office and now everything's fantastic.
And 20 years ago preceded Trump.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Exactly.
That would have been
Yep.
Obama's first term coming up, right? 2008 to 2012, and then 2012 to 2016. Yeah, so that was all the George W. Bush years. Feels like an eternity ago.
Well, you've seen photos of this rally downtown Minneapolis about the women that don't want transgender people in women's sports and how they're being treated, how they were treated over the weekend. My God, the stuff that they were saying to these women was just
Honestly, I don't
awful.
understand because I think we all are on the same page that if you're transgender, you have absolute right to be transgender. But
Yeah.
I draw the line at boys, biological males playing in girls' sports.
Yeah.
And I don't understand how someone like, these athletes don't see it and don't want to see it. Now, I didn't see her whole news conference, but Cheryl Reeve wore something for trans kids, which is fine. But then she even said afterward, though, that she kind of sees what they mean about once they hit puberty, a male, you are going to be stronger, than a lot of females.
Yeah.
So that
Well,
one.
the other thing is there's no safety measures. There's no safety measure for all of a sudden tomorrow, this boy who's wants to just all of a sudden play in women's sports just can put on a skirt and say he's trans and
Yeah,
then
that's the
he's
problem.
in. It's
Yes.
just there's no safety
It
measures.
doesn't go the other way for
Exactly.
like if I was like I'm a man and I'm now a man sport man.
Yeah, and how are
Like,
you gonna
that
do on a
wouldn't-
football
yeah,
team?
Not great.
I'm sure you fit in very well being, I'm a male sport, what sport is this again?
Yeah, I mean, women killed themselves for title. Excuse me.
Oh, no,
All right.
it's true.
Sorry. I to get fairness in funding and in schools for sports, and now this is all happening. It's just like,
Yeah.
how come we can't just be left alone ever? Just leave us alone. For God's sake.
What's that?
Oh, go ahead. And I'll
No, I was going
follow
to say,
you.
I'm surprised through all this that groups like NOW, who fought for women's rights, and many other groups are saying, because you could say it all you want till you're blue in the face. Oh, they're women. They're not women. They're transgender women. There is a difference. They want to be lumped in and all be women.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, well, obviously you were on the show when we had the transgender people on, what was that, 20 years ago?
And they had an absolute right to do that. If that's what they want to do, they should be able to. But you
Exactly.
draw the line at certain things, and sports is where I draw the line, as does 80 to 90% of the people in America.
Yeah.
It's a small
Yeah, I know.
percentage that keeps yapping.
One
Yep.
thing I will tell you is the KQ Morning Show took this on literally 20 years ago because we saw it coming. You remember that, Bob?
Yeah.
We did. We talked about all of this stuff 20 years ago because what people are doing now is juggling things around so they can make more money off of your sexuality. That's what they're doing. I mean, it's a bunch of scammy crap. So I don't know if you can blame it on the people themselves, but it's the people that are changing the rules and they're only doing it for money.
I
You know
think
what?
that the
Tyre Carver-
politicians. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Tyre Carver said LeBron James as female basketball player would be really fair. He could play into his 70s or more if he went to the WNBA after this.
Absolutely.
That could be,
Hey,
yeah.
speaking of the WNBA, the Lynx just beat Caitlin Clark's team.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
look at
There
us.
you
We're like
go.
the
Up yours,
best
Caitlin.
of the best.
Well,
Every year. Yeah.
But not the
Lynx.
favorites, because I would say the
Yeah.
Fever nationwide are much more popular than the Lynx.
Yeah.
Oh, are they really?
And look
Yeah,
at us.
because
Because they had Caitlin Clark.
And they have
Yeah.
Sophie Cunningham.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently lost a few teeth yesterday. She got the elbow
Oh,
Yeah, those women are vicious.
from those cheap shot Lynx players.
Are you literally talking?
play
She got her
dirty,
teeth
but we
knocked
win.
out?
I think she had some teeth knocked out. Yep.
Oh my God, that really happened.
Let's see here.
Eek.
Andy.
17 teeth knocked out.
17?
That's assault
No.
at this point.
That's a lot.
Read the story.
That's
Andy.
most of them.
Is TotalProSports.com legitimate? Anyone know? Because that's
I don't
That
think.
seems-
Okay, just type in Sophie Cunningham teeth knocked out.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
And that's what came. That's the only story that came up.
Yes, I wonder. That sounds not real.
17 teeth. It's a lot of teeth,
Yeah.
man.
That's a mouth.
What's your entire mouthful?
Okay, no, yeah, that was a lie to go viral.
I was going to say,
there you go.
17 is.
Half your teeth was right there.
That would
Tom,
be-
she needed a different pair of choppers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A pair of choppers.
yeah, even if you got hit in the face with a baseball bat, I don't think you'd take out 17
No.
teeth.
Yeah, go to Andy. I'm glad you looked that up because it's all BS, just for clicks.
Well,
There were
even
a
the New
few
York
teeth.
Post is reporting that. They're reporting the 17 teeth thing because some guy on Twitter said so.
It says she later
God's sakes.
joked, okay, Indiana Fever guard Sophie Cunningham has dealt with notable dental moments in her career, most famously chipping her front tooth during a game in 2025 against the Connecticut Sun. She later joked about the chipped tooth on social media and her podcast in a recent August 26 viral social media exaggeration claimed she had 17 teeth knocked out, taking the elbow to the face against the Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah, so people on the internet are saying so for the clicks.
They're
Yeah.
saying, so what? How
Yeah,
many
I don't
teeth
think
did
she
you say?
lost any.
It's
Zero.
It's a lie
Zero.
for her viral. Yeah.
She got elbowed in the face, but didn't lose any teeth.
So they're
bleeding.
saying 17, but it's not.
It's zero, yeah.
Well, let's change. Let's
why you
tell
gotta wait
everybody
3 days.
she lost 27 teeth.
Yeah, there
All
you
of
go.
them. She's none left.
She lost 28 because she already had her wisdom teeth taken out. So
How
she
many do
didn't
we
lose
have?
them.
Yeah, there you go.
What's the
32.
number?
Yeah,
If you have your
32.
wisdom teeth.
If you have your wisdom teeth. Most people have 28.
Yeah.
Okay.
As with everything on the internet, anytime there's like some news, breaking news, I always
Yeah.
I say wait 3 days and then
Yeah.
you'll actually get the truth.
Yep.
After everybody copies and pastes it all over the universe, it'll all of a sudden be all settled in 3 days, what actually happened.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. What else happening, Bob? Are you headed into that heavy football reporting this time of year?
No, I actually, my time is consumed. Other than all the other stuff going on, I had a fantasy football rookie draft yesterday. I get consumed by fantasy football in the fall because it is fun. It helps me stay
Yeah.
interested in the game.
Oh, I suppose that's good. How's
My
Chuck
team.
doing, by the way?
Chuck's doing great.
Because I gotta have him on one of these days. He doesn't have to come in or anything, but we'd love to have him on.
Well, tell me what day you want him, and I'll talk to him about it. I mean, if you want to have him on when I'm on.
Well, actually, Wednesday, you could come on with him if you want. That'd be
Well,
fun.
Wednesday would be tough for him because that's when we do that Jim Bob show.
Blow
And it's
it
about the same
off.
time as yours. It's on the same time yours is on.
Oh, is it?
That's when we record.
Well, we'll figure out one of these. But yeah, I would love to have Chuck Foreman on. He's one of my favorite people in the world, and what a talent! My God.
He could play the game. He would be
certainly good.
the two guys that everyone talks about, first or second pick, are Jameer Gibbs and Bijan Robinson. If he were playing today, it would be Jameer, Bijan, and Chuck.
Yeah.
Because Chuck does everything they do.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. I remember the first time I ever met him, and I was shocked that he even knew who I was. But it was like meeting a superstar for the first time. I will never forget that.
Chuck is great with people. He does a lot of appearances, and he genuinely likes talking to people and interacting with them.
Good question, Tyre. He says, is Kostaki coming back on? Yes, he will be on the 24th and then the 7th all throughout the rest of the season.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Football season, man.
Yeah, football season's coming up. So yes, Kostaki will be on in a couple of weeks, and then he'll take 1 week off, and then he'll be on weekly.
And that starts in October?
No, he's going to be on in like 3 weeks. And then,
Yeah, because it's preseason.
yeah. Yeah, so he'll be on in 3 weeks, the 24th of August, and then he's going to start September 7th.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I kind of blew off September. I just went from August to October for some reason.
You're
I
just
don't know
trying to
why I
push it faster to November when it's your birthday.
didn't. Yeah, pushing it back to my birthday. Yeah, I do. I want to let's bring my birthday even closer so I get older quicker.
Yeah, no, well, my 40th is coming up, so,
Oh, I can't believe I have a
40th in
40-year-old
October for Andy.
child.
Nana's
me
got
feel
a
so
40-year-old
old.
child.
I remember I didn't like it when you turned 20 either. I was like, oh,
That was a
I'm
while
a
ago.
20-year-old?
Catherine, what
I'd
grade
lie
were
to
you in when he
people.
was born?
Yeah.
God,
Well, yeah.
unbelievable.
Some of our audience remembers when I was born.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's definitely true.
Yep.
Absolutely.
raise your hand in the chat if you remember hearing about me being born on Coast 2.
Andy and Alex both.
I have a yeah, and
Yeah.
Alex too.
Well, yeah, if
but
they
I was
remember
longer
Andy, they
ago,
remember
though.
me. Yeah.
So it's more.
Yeah, you have 2
It's more
years on
impressive
it.
to be born 40 years ago.
2 years. Do you, Bob? Do you ever sit and think about this? Because Kath and I married this woman that I absolutely love and adore, and then best case scenario would have been, God, if we could have like a boy and a girl, that'd be great. What does she do? She has a boy and the girl.
Good job.
It's like,
Way to go, Mom.
this whole getting married
done it,
thing worked
with you.
out, and
Yeah.
having a family worked out really well.
Melissa failed our family by having 2 boys.
Yeah, freaking Mom.
Failed the
Actually,
family.
it
She didn't
is
want girls. So.
It is the male who decides. the
Technically
gender of
speaking,
the
yes.
Baby.
Oh, is
Yeah,
it?
she did want. We didn't want a girl, and then we had a boy, and then she was like, one of each actually sounds pretty good.
That could be
Just borrow one.
really easy.
So did you
Yeah.
did you plan on 2? Was that the go-to idea? Or
We're on the fence between 2 and 3.
Andy.
3 was a shoe-in, but then we had 2 boys who are
Andy,
insane.
no.
Who are
Andy,
insane.
I
no.
don't know. You want
Yeah.
to bring a
No.
little
No.
girl into that hellhole?
Yeah.
Or another boy.
I was gonna say you could have another
That's
Ethan.
the thing is we could have because both of them are crazy right now.
Yeah.
All they do is wrestle and
Don't
just like
do that.
we were out
But-
on Saturday. We had a Barnard family reunion,
Yep.
which was very nice.
It was.
And Ethan spent the entire thing running around, throwing a ball, catching a ball in the sun, in the heat.
Yep.
And
Punching
then,
his brother in the face randomly.
Yeah, he does do that. And then immediately after that, we went to a park for another hour where he went on the jungle gym and that sort of thing.
He has
When was
endless
this?
energy.
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday.
Yeah, and then we came home and he was still like jumping around.
Are you
and-
sure somebody's not giving him some cocaine?
I
or
know.
something?
He's seriously.
how do you,
messed up.
Andy?
Not normal.
How do you describe him? He's energetic. He's rambunctious. What word do
Psychotic.
you assign to it? He's psychotic.
Most likely to be jailed in the future,
Yeah,
I
he's-
would say.
Insane.
He's frequently psychotic, but yes, he's also.
Four-year-olds are pretty nuts.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the
he's
thing.
exceptionally. I deal with a lot of 4-year-old boys, and Ethan. If I had him in my classroom, I would be like, "This."
He's
kid's-
great at school.
He just has so. Yeah, he's perfect at school.
Well, he wasn't for a long time.
Yeah, but now
and then
he
all
is.
of a sudden
It just-
he was.
But
Yeah.
it just
Yeah.
well, but that's the other thing is Colin. So Ethan, it makes sense when you look at him. He's 90th percentile for height.
And very broad shoulders.
So he's
too.
a very gigantic, strong kid. So of course he's going to be very physically oriented.
Yep.
'Cause he just loves to exercise. He'll literally go down and exercise for 3 hours. That's his way to pass time.
What do you mean? Is he hitting weights? Bench press?
We have this game on the Nintendo Switch called Ring Fit. So it's like a resistance band. You can push it, you can pull it, and that sort of thing. And it's designed for adults, but he plays it. Because we were like, it's the winter, you need something to do. Why don't you try Ring Fit, see if you like it? And he liked it. And now he'll go down there and he'll do it for 3 hours. The levels themselves you're jogging. It's like you're jogging in place. And then, you get into these like battles where you have to do exercises and it's behind the head ring squeeze things and you got to do bowl pulls and that sort of thing, like actual literal
You
exercises.
should get your dad to work out with him. He used to work out a lot.
Yeah.
I think Ethan will run circles around all of us at this point.
Yeah.
But
It'll be
that's what he
fine.
does for fun is he exercises for hours and hours. And we were like,
That kid on
and
the
then we
swim
had
team.
Colin, and he's tiny. He's 10th percentile for height.
That'll change.
And we were like, oh, he's going to be like our sweet, little baby. But nope, now he is that way as well.
Yeah.
He is.
Colin.
Oh yeah, he wrestles with Ethan all day, and he's jumping up
Oh,
and down and
God.
climbing everything. It's
But
yeah.
I will tell you this, when the family gathering that Andy's talking about and all the rest of it, both of his sons came over and gave me, well, Ethan sat on my lap for about 10 minutes. And then Colin wanted to play for several minutes, but they both came over and gave me a big hug and said goodbye.
Mhm.
And they're really, really good kids. They just have a hell of a lot of energy.
That's the
That's
thing.
what it is.
This morning before I left, I read 3 books with him. Colin was on my lap on the left, and Ethan was on my lap on the right. We read
Yep.
3 books. But then I'm sure he's probably sprinting around the yard as we speak.
I just like the fact, and then Alex's kids, they're, older, and they're 10 and 8. But both of them, every time they come, they give me a hug, and every time they leave, they give me another hug. It's just, my family growing up when I was a kid was not like that. Did you grow up in a family where everybody was hugging each other all the time, Bob?
The old people.
Yeah, the old people, that's right. It
Well,
was
they'd
the
like to
old
give,
people.
and I told you, Tom, my dad's grandmother, my great grandmother, would give, when we would see her, when we leave, she'd give us what she called the French kiss. Because I didn't know when I heard that in high school.
Oh, yeah.
The hell's a big deal? She'd grab your cheeks and kiss you.
There
That
you
was the
go.
French kiss for her.
For her, it's a French
At least
kiss.
it wasn't the kind that it is today.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons why everybody, because
Yes.
we always were huggy and say we love you, because we came from a generation where they didn't do that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It was
I
like,
was-
it was like they're fed and they're clothed. Get out of my sight.
I was
That's
I
the
was
generation
5 and
I came from.
my 90-year-old great grandmother tongued me. No, that was
Oh, Jesus.
That's
Boy, don't you have to go, Bob? Sorry, but Bob
I don't
has
like
to
this
leave.
story.
Get out of our sight.
All right, Sandy, we'll talk to you next week.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bob Sansevere, ladies and gentlemen. I love having Sandy on. I got to be very honest with you. That makes sense?
It does.
It makes sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, this segment is brought to you by Mike Bilski and North American Banking Company. Visit nabankco.com/Tom today.
We've got our guest, Dave McElroy.
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 Oh, is it McElroy? Somebody put
Oh,
the
we have
F
a
in there
little
for no
feedback
reason?
happening of some kind.
That's fixed, I think.
Okay, good.
Hello.
Good morning,
No, it's-
Tom.
Okay, the audio is quite bad. Let me
I
try
gotta set the audio up.
something. Does
Yeah,
this,
what?
does this work? It's a little better.
Is it?
There we go. I think it's good now.
Oh,
Oh, no.
what? You
His
people
ring light
throwing
fell
stuff
over.
at you?
Wow. All sorts of
It fell
problems.
over. Hold on a second.
Whoops. What are you gonna
It's
do?
technical difficulties. We understand.
Yeah, believe me.
Can you believe that? It's been up for an hour waiting for you.
Oh,
I'm so
there you
excited
go.
about this tour. I'm not gonna lie. I almost got on with my best Harry Carey. I was so close to jumping out, and then I chickened out when you jumped on. I'm like, how you doing, Tommy?
Every time I talk to you, you're like that.
Yeah.
I
I think we should have a couple of Budweisers, don't you?
yeah,
See, I knew it.
absolutely.
I wrecked it. I killed the Harry Carey. Anyway, how you guys doing?
Everything's going pretty well, no question about it. How about you? What's the latest?
Wonderful. Just, we moved from Minnesota out to Vegas, which is weird because I was bouncing back and forth between Minnesota and Nashville. And
right.
and I moved out to Vegas because our oldest, our son, gave us a little grandbaby. And my wife's like, I want to be where the babies are. I'm like, me too, let's go. So off we went. And now they're pregnant with number 2, so it's pretty fun. It's a really
Nice.
great time in our lives. Yeah.
Congratulations.
And what is that talking in the background?
Yeah, Dave, can you try leaving and coming back? That might fix it. We're having some feedback
Because there's
issues.
crossover issues.
No problem. There's nothing else playing in our area, but I will do that. I'll jump out and come back in.
That'd be great. Thank you.
you.
You bet.
Yeah, StreamYard's been very disappointing lately. We might have to leave them.
Well, okay, why can't they deliver a good deal?
I don't know. All of a sudden, it just
Yeah, all of a sudden they're terrible.
real bad.
Dave, raised in the Midwest, Dave is rooted in the country boy lifestyle, from helping his dad repair farm equipment to hunting and fishing expeditions. Dave's lived what his country songs are all about, so that's nice to hear. Now a country music artist based in Las Vegas, host of the Hang Time on the Outdoors channel, a businessman and developer, Dave has had his hand in many exciting projects while remaining grounded in the family, faith, and his love of people. You know what's interesting about that? Reading that is I have had many more people come up to me and talk about how, not over the top or whatever, but they have decided they really need to have faith. What is that?
Yeah, I don't know. StreamYard's not cooperating.
Sounds like there's a
today.
pilot that's just like,
Yeah, it does. Sounds like you're on an
Bleeding over
airplane.
like
You don't
mad.
have any like earbuds or headphones or anything, do you?
Do I? Yeah,
Yeah, if you could-
absolutely.
That might help.
Let me try and I've got to get a different set, but I don't understand.
Now
I do
you sound fine.
podcasts. I do podcasts all the time, and I don't normally have an issue. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab a different pair.
This is so weird.
Yeah.
We hate StreamYard. We hate
But you can
StreamYard.
still hear it.
Yeah, that's the thing is we're hearing ourselves through his
That's what it
speakers.
is.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's supposed to echo cancel, but it's just not.
Well, now it is, isn't it? Because now it's not.
Well, he's
doing it.
off now.
Oh,
He's
he just
going.
off completely.
Yep.
We got to do
That's-
some content. That's not good.
Yeah,
Really
we
odd.
might have to leave StreamYard if they're going to be like this.
Well, you got to make sure the other one.
Okay, it looks like hopefully it's a little better.
Better. If
Is it
not,
any better?
No,
No,
me get
not
this-
so bad.
connected.
but here's
Hold
what
on.
we're going to do. This is the answer to it, Dave. We're going to sit back and listen to you and all the things you've been through because I just mentioned the hunting and the fishing expeditions and your country songs you're writing and appearing. So we're just going to sit back and listen to you so it doesn't do that.
You just want me to try that for a little bit? Hold
What's
on.
that?
Let me try one last thing before we go that route. Hold on a second. Let's see. And you tell me if this is better. I do stuff on StreamYard all the time. I'm on a sports podcast weekly. We haven't had any problems. So
All right.
let me see if this,
Oh, it might be working. No,
No.
there it is, right back
Nothing.
again.
Because
Nothing
you.
at all.
hold on a second.
That's stupid.
Wait
StreamYard.
for it. Let me try this one. Hold on a second.
Wait, did that do
We'll
it?
get this sorted out.
No.
Nope.
It's so dumb. I know. It sounds like the Charlie Brown teacher in the
Oh,
video.
like the teacher? Wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah.
A little bit, yeah.
Wah, 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 wah.
I tell you what, I'm going to come at you from my phone. Let's see if that's better. Maybe it's my computer that's creating the problem.
Okay.
Let me
One
come
thing I'll
back.
tell you though,
I'm
is
going
when
to
I
jump
do interviews,
hop
I do
on
one-
from my phone.
oh, never mind.
Yeah, let's not tell him anything right now.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah,
tell
because
them.
it's going to
This
be
is
broken.
Terrible.
It sounds horrible.
Stupid.
I really hope his phone fixes the problem.
What is doing this?
I have no idea. StreamYard just been, it's worse and worse every day.
It's worse every day. You're absolutely right. It's
Yep,
complete. It's
it
just
is.
worse every day.
Yep.
Well, what are
There's a bunch of options, but
because I mean, Zoom seems to always work fairly well.
Yeah, but Zoom doesn't have the chat up there. You can't put the chat
Oh.
on the screen and that sort of thing. I mean, maybe there's things I can look at, but it's going to be a lot more work for me as usual.
But it just seems that you've worked on it. It still does it. I mean,
Well, there's nothing I can do if a
That's-
website sucks.
right. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So we should just move on. If the website's,
Probably yes.
it's time to move on.
Do we pay for StreamYard, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. And
So-
it doesn't work at all.
Well, I do have, let's see, an exciting update here. Share the screen, the tab right here. This is
Oh.
the one I want, right?
Margaret's flight.
Margaret
Has she landed?
is in Minnesota.
She's in Minnesota.
back.
Margaret's
She
in
has
Minnesota.
reached the border of Iowa and Minnesota.
Welcome
There
back,
she
Margaret.
is,
She is.
flying back in.
Welcome back,
the
Margaret.
home
Now I'm going to
territory.
use my powers to manipulate time.
She's going back.
Backing her up.
She's
Sorry.
back in
Going back
Florida.
to
Serves you right,
There you
Margaret.
go. Back in Florida.
I have something to say.
Okay.
Okie doke.
would
Very
that be?
exciting. Okay, so Dan is.
Oh yes,
I've
saw that on
mentioned
your
this before.
Instagram. Yeah.
Dan is riding in the Ride to End Alzheimer's. It's a
Oh.
bike ride.
Good.
And
100 miles?
he's 70.
70 miles.
70 miles. And he's fundraising currently. It's in September. He's fundraising, and we're gonna post about it on all our social media stuff. And Andy, if you wanted to post it on the
Yeah.
description for the show,
Sure.
I can send you the link if anybody wants it in the chat. But he's fundraising because Dan, obviously, to support Dad, but then his childhood neighbor, who was his third grandma, helped raise him. She had Alzheimer's, and actually Marietta was her name, and that's Fawn's middle name, because she had such an impact on him. He has an aunt that is currently dealing with Alzheimer's, and one of his mother's best friends has Alzheimer's.
Where is this all coming from?
It's coming from the fact that people are getting a lot older, I think.
I think it's
You think
seed
they're just
oils.
living longer?
Seed
Well, I mean,
oils
if
and
you-
vaccinations.
Okay,
What?
jeez Louise.
What did you
Conspiracy
say?
theorist,
I
Mom.
do. I believe it.
You believe what?
I think seed oils are very bad for your health,
Well, that's what they
and
say.
it's in everything.
Well, everything that I read about it is it's a lot of the best thing that you can do to prevent yourself from getting Alzheimer's is being active and having muscle and keeping muscle, because visceral fat is what potentially causes Alzheimer's.
Well, I was
let's see.
extremely muscular. What didn't do me any good?
You haven't actively lifted
That's
weights
true.
in a very long time.
What's a very long time?
I mean, when's the last time you were regularly at the gym lifting
A
weights?
few years ago.
Lies. Lies and slander.
Not
When's the last time you
lies.
played Ring Fit with Ethan?
I don't even
Yeah,
know
you
what
gotta
that is.
play
Never.
Ring Fit with Ethan.
Well, in 1980, 7% of the population was 70 or older. Today, it's 11%. So, I mean, the percentage of people over 70 is going way, way up every year. So it's to be expected.
Well, and a lot of it, I mean, a lot of people, it runs in their family,
Yeah.
and we don't have.
All right,
that
here's
situation,
hoping
but-
that Dave sounds good. I don't hear any feedback.
How does it sound, guys?
Much
Are we
better.
th-
That's
wonderful.
perfect.
Oh,
I was gonna say we have to
yay.
talk to figure out if it's.
So
So
it
much
was
better.
me. It was me all along.
Oh, jeez. Why do you have to be like that?
Lisa Seidman.
Yeah, why you gotta be like that, Dave? It was my computer. I'm sure it must. It's funny because I started thinking about usually when I do this podcast for this sports group, I'm on my phone because they always
Oh.
want me to do it at the weirdest times. And so I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and I'm like, I've never had a weird, because they're East Coast and I've never had a bad thing. And I'm like, wait, I was on my phone. You guys, I apologize. I've done a lot of Zooms and a lot of podcasts from my computer, but evidently it doesn't agree. So my apologies.
No,
And
it's
you
not
know
a
what? I've been so excited about this particular podcast, like more so than any other podcast I've been in a while, because Tommy, we listen to you, my wife and I, every morning for years on our way to work, every morning. And the whole crew, it was just great. It was just every morning I rode into work, laughing my tail off, going, these guys are idiots. I love them. And you were never afraid to shy away from anything. It was great. It was just super fun. So I literally spent, my wife and I spent probably 15, 20 years of our lives listening to you on your show, and it was great. So
Well, thank you. What a nice thing to do, and what a nice thing to
Yeah.
say. A lot of people don't do that anymore. So thank you very much. Very kind.
Oh man, that's horrible. I've literally been excited about this for a week. I'm like, ooh, a little kid in a candy store waiting to get on with Tom. This is great.
The kid in the candy store.
Yeah, I see on StreamYard you
I'm
you live
too
Burnsville, Lakeville, Newmarket Township, and you do hunting up on the North Shore. So there you go.
A deep dive. Well,
Yep, strong
It
Minnesota
started-
ties.
yeah, it started. I went to college in Minnesota, so I lived up in kind of the Dinkytown area, and I played football and ran track for the Gophers. Probably the last of the two sport athletes, which was really fun. And we're from Green Bay, Wisconsin. That's where I grew up. I was born in Chicago,
okay.
but I know.
It's not football season. We can mention Green Bay.
Yes. All right. Yeah. Put away the whips. All right. So I've got so many scars on my back. So yeah. So anyway, so we went to Minnesota, fell in love with it, and we're like, yeah, we got to stay. So yeah, we were first married. You did a deep dive. We lived in Burnsville, then moved to Lakeville, and spent 20 some years in Lakeville, and then started splitting our time with Nashville.
And then earlier I told you why we moved out to Vegas because of our son, our little grandbaby. And Jill and I got cracking early. So we've got grandbabies already.
We got cracking early. Okay, that's a good one, Dave. That's nice.
So, yeah. And so, anyways, so yeah. So I absolutely love back home. I do a lot of hunting and fishing still. You know, that's the hard part about being out in Vegas for me is, you know, we've got a residency coming up here next year. And so, you know, being out here is great because I literally get to see my son and grandbaby, you know, 3 days a week. My daughter's an attorney back home in Minnesota, you know, and so we go back home a lot. And I come back home to hunt and fish and come back for some games. And, you know, it's just always good to be home. I miss the lakes and the rivers and the woods so bad. Yeah. But I do love it out in Vegas. Good people out here. The food's amazing. You know, we live in the burbs away from all the craziness. So, yeah, it's great.
Yeah, matter of fact, a guy used to be on the show, Ralph Basham. He lives...
The Hackmaster, yeah. He's in a gated community outside of Vegas somewhere. He's like, it's 119 degrees here.
Yeah, what did you expect?
Dude,
Moving out to Las Vegas?
it is hotter than sin. We're setting records this week. It is just like, God damn it! You know, in Minnesota, when we turn on our trucks first in the winter, warm up our truck, you know, and then once it's warm, you go out there. It's the same thing here. You've got to put these ridiculous like umbrella things on your windows because if you don't, you will burn the flesh off your thighs when you get into your car. It's crazy. So yeah, it's just miserable. So you start your car, let it cool down. After about 10 minutes, you run out there and take off But yeah, it's a dry heat though, so you know.
You got that going for you.
Yeah, so much better.
So yeah, my wife and I are floating in our pool the other day, just taking some downtime. We're floating in the pool, and I'm like, my face and knees are burning. And this is at like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night or whatever. Just the warm wind blowing across your face and knees that are popping up out of the water. I'm like, geez, Louise. But you know, so. And this is the perfect time to be back home in Minnesota, of course. So, yeah.
Well, it's been pretty hot here. This has been the hottest summer I ever remember.
That's what my daughter said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what my daughter said. So, yeah. Well, anyway, guys, it's super fun to be on with you. That's for sure.
Well, I got to tell you something. Because I should have addressed it a long, long time ago. But when we got back from Florida, what is that now? 3 months ago, something like that.
June 6th.
June 6th, 2 months. We got back. Since that time, and as a joke, I just started after the first handful, I started keeping track. When you popped on and said the things about the show and all that stuff and about me being on the show and all that, I have heard that now since I got back. 2,400 people have walked up to me in the last couple of months.
No way.
A lot of people.
2,400 people. And they were just really kind and nice like you. They just absolutely love the show.
Yeah.
And they just don't understand. Well, you know, what are you going to do?
Tom, I don't think, and that speaks a lot about you, that you don't know how beloved you are in Minnesota.
That's amazing.
You know, that's really says a lot about you because you were the guy for as long as I can remember. While your show was running, I mean, you had Stretch and Sansevere, all these guys in the show. It was always hilarious. You know, Coach Uncle Bernsey, you know, it's all the bits, all the things, you know, and it was great, man. But it was also intelligent. You know, when you spoke about things, you spoke about them from an very intelligent standpoint, right? You just didn't whip stuff out there like a lot of people do, and I think it gave you credibility. You know, but you and the team that you assembled were just part of our lives. So it's pretty cool.
I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. I mean, you just did again there, but seriously, send us word out. A lot of these people are listening to this show, as a matter of fact. But thank you. It's been overwhelming the last 2 months. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's really, really heartwarming and kind. So thank you for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
You know what else must have been overwhelming is being CMA's Breakout Artist of the Year.
That was pretty overwhelming. So when you talked about faith earlier, before when we were off camera, and I heard you guys talking about faith and why it means stuff to people, and so the whole reason I got into music, this might be hard for some people to understand, but was because I felt the Lord leading me there. And I'm like, all right, Lord, I had a very successful business going in Minnesota, and I'm like making good money. You see my accent just popped out. You hear that, Minnesota? Anyway.
It's unavoidable.
And it's unavoidable, yeah. And I said, all right, Lord, if you want me to do this, you got to break out a 2x4. And he did. So I sold my business to my ops manager who wanted it anyway. I started writing songs. I wrote about 20 songs in 3 weeks. 6 months from the day I said yes to the Lord. And I'm skipping over a lot. I have my first top 40 single in country music radio, which never happens. You don't just break into country music. 1 month after I said yes, I wrote these songs. I end up in the studio of one of the biggest producers in country and R&B hip hop music, Lil Ronnie Jackson. And he's like, listen, man, I don't know why, but I feel like the Lord is telling me to work with you. And so that's what I want to do. And he usually gets like $85,000 a song to create the beats or lyrics or whatever. And he says, listen, I'm going to do this for you for like, and I probably shouldn't say this before I disclosed him out. That was very good, very much less than that. And we started working together. That was 1 month after I said yes. And then we started working together. And so you guys know from the radio biz, all the music goes out through Play MPE and CDX. They get it, all of our country music out to all the stations. So I had nobody working my stuff at all. Nobody pitching it, nobody pushing it out there at all. And one station in Long Island picks it up. One radio show host. On the way to visiting her grandmother, a syndicated radio show host assistant hears the song on her way to visit her grandmother in Long Island, calls her boss, said, have you heard this song? He puts it on his stations, all 60, and it makes its way across the country. Top 40 in my first 6 months. Yeah, and then my next one went top 30, next one went top 30. Now we've got people out there working radio stations for us and all that. And then it was after my second top 30, I was the Breakout Artist of the Year at CMA Fest. And they announced it after a show that I did, for CMA Fest. I was on the station or on the big stage in the center of Broadway. And they came up and announced it at that moment. And I had no idea it was coming. So it was pretty cool. And all of a sudden, see it in the papers and all that fun biz. And it was pretty wild.
So were you always involved in music?
I've got a really strong musical background.
Okay.
I've been, yeah. It just didn't pop
Just
out of
one day.
nowhere.
Never sang before.
Yeah, so I never sang before. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so no, I was a 4-sport athlete in high school, but I was also in band, swing choir. I had the lead in the musical my junior, senior year, and you had to be a junior, senior to go out. To this day, I'm the only person to have the lead as a junior and a senior. So, and then, do you guys remember the band? Oh, shit. It was a cult band.
Good.
They were great. They were great, weren't they? Something Fierce. Do you remember the cult band Something Fierce in Minneapolis back in the late 80s, early 90s?
Yeah.
So whenever they had a big gig, they would bring me in to sing lead vocals for them. So actually, if you listen to their stuff, you pull up their stuff, it was me singing the lead vocals on their recordings because they went into the studio to record. They had picked up this big cult following in Minneapolis and the surrounding states. And the producer's like, who the hell is this guy? The guy they brought in, the regulars guy that would sing the lesser shows. And they're like, oh, this is our lead singer. It's like, that's not the guy I heard. So then they called me up and I went in and ghost recorded their album for them.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun. That was back in college, while I was still playing ball and running track. And it was a ton of fun. We play it like why am I forgetting the names now? See, I need to eat, guys. This hit me right at a time. I went from meeting to meeting to meeting, right into the podcast, and I'm getting hungry, stupid. Mm-hmm. It was one of the bands down at the bars down at Seven Corners back in the day.
Oh God.
where the suburbs played. And so anyway, that's what we were playing, is clubs like that back in the day. So
You're not talking
yeah,
about First Avenue?
no, I didn't. I never played First Avenue. However, I will tell you something fun. There's only two people that have been able to ever play in Prince's personal stage in Paisley Park. Two people ever. One was Justin Timberlake, and I was the other person. So, yeah, we're the only two people that have ever been allowed to play on his personal stage in Paisley Park up until about, I don't know, 5 years ago. So I don't know, maybe that's changed, but
And
yeah.
why did you get that honor?
Just because, so it's a lot. Okay. I had a buddy in college who was always on his keyboard. And he was always hitting, you remember the old pitch benders, the old, that kind of thing? So he'd be banging away on that. His name was Tommy. And he's like, Dave, how's this sound? I'm like, Tommy, that sounds like shit. I'd always tell him the same thing. Even though it sounded great, So one day he calls me up and he says, hey, he says, listen, man, he's like, what do you think of this one? This is right when cell phones come out. So I got my big brick cell phone up to my ear, and he's bending some stuff. I said, Tommy, it still sounds like shit. And he goes, yeah, well, Prince doesn't think so. He just signed me on. I'm like, what? So he was part of Prince. Yeah. So he was part of Prince's New Power generation for years. And do you remember the sci-fi film Barbarella with Jane Fonda?
Oh yeah.
God.
So evidently Prince was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for that movie. So Tommy Elm then became Tommy Barbarella, and he's been Tommy Barbarella ever since.
Oh, that's a great story.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there was that, and then I had other connections to like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis and all that kind of stuff. But I think mostly it was a homegrown made good, and so that's why they allowed it, and it was pretty cool. So
was it Duffy's, Bullwinkle's? The bar you're thinking of?
no, but I remember those. No, it wasn't. It wasn't either. It was the Caboose. The Caboose.
Oh, Caboose. I remember that.
And I can't remember the name of the other one. It was the Caboose. Anyway, yeah.
All right.
But
Well,
no,
people that
Bullwinkles
chat.
was just that was just people in the chat are throwing that out there. Yeah.
Yeah, they're throwing
No.
these things out here.
Yeah, it was the Caboose, and I can't remember the name of the other one to save my life. It's where the suburbs used to always play. Anyway, so
I can't come up
fun
with
stuff. But that's how I ended up playing there. Is I think I was just somebody from back home, and that did well, and so they allowed it. And,
That's great.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
This segment, by the way, brought to you by Mike Bilski, North American Banking Company. Visit nabanco.com/Tom today.
I have a question.
Yes.
You seem to be like you've got real high energy human being, right? You're involved in so many things. Were you insanely active as a 4-year-old?
Oh my God! I heard your conversations about that.
I'm hoping that maybe if we can channel this child.
I'm gonna answer that question for you. My uncles would pay me $0.25 if I could sit still for like a minute.
We've tried, but that doesn't work
There's
for
hope
him.
for you.
So
Andy.
there you go.
Might have
Yeah,
a productive member of society.
Yes, yeah. So anyway, yeah. So you had talked about the hunting and the fishing, which I love. I hunt and fish everything in Minnesota, of course. And but during COVID, when they shut down our shows, I had this big tour set up. With our. We're starting to get reverb. I can hear myself popping back and forth. Is that better? There you go.
We're not hearing anything.
We're not
on our
hearing
end.
anything. It sounds
I
like
can hear
sounds fine
myself
here.
in my ears. Okay. So I wanted to stay in contact with my fans. So I was supposed to start a leg of tour out in California literally the week before COVID hit. COVID hits, they shut down our first show, and then it goes across the country. They shut down the whole thing. So I'm like, how do I stay in touch with my fan base? I love to hunt and fish. And right when I was about to reach out to the Sportsman's Channel, they reached out to me and said, hey, we see you love to hunt and fish. We'd love to do something with you. And so it was perfect. So I had the number 3 rated hunting and fishing show on TV for a couple of years. And I guess I was the first person to ever go top 3 or top 5 in their first season. So it was Yeah, it was well. I made it different. You know, when we were talking, I'm like, I want to do a different kind of show, and they're like, well, what does that mean? You know, and a lot of the shows on TV, have any of you ever watched hunting and fishing shows?
I cannot
really?
lie and say yes.
Okay.
What about Duck Dynasty? Is that a hunting and fishing show?
Kind of ish, yeah. So a lot of times it's these guys going, I'm the best hunter there ever was, and you know, you don't do it like me. That's what it was, you know, back then. I'm like, I just want to make it equal parts hanging out, which is what hunting is for me, is getting around a fire, playing cards in camp, you know, going to a local football game on the Friday night before opener, or, you know, whatever it is, you know, and it's that time spent together with your family and friends, and then equal parts hunting and strategy. And so that's what we did. And people really took to it. They're like, yeah, this is real hunting. And I made sure everything was real on the show. I had one episode that I had to get real, and it sucked. Oh, is that a Springer?
Yeah.
No, it's a cavy.
It is a
Oh, it's a
spaniel.
Cabby. Oh,
Yep.
that's a spaniel. Yeah. He said,
Yep.
the way you said that was like, no, it's not an awesome Springer, but you know, it's in the family though.
Yeah, there you go.
But
There
we
you go.
still love him.
He's not going to be helping hunt anything. That's
Well,
for sure.
yeah.
Leaves. He'll catch leaves.
He'll catch a
He'll
leaf.
catch a leaf for you.
Yeah, he
you
sure
ever
will.
need, you can catch them
Hey,
midair.
let me catch leaves. Great. So I tell you, I've always had hunting dogs. Vizslas. Are you familiar with a Vizsla?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they're beautiful dogs. They're great with kids. They're great for hunting. They've got a great nose. So I've always had Vizslas. And after our last,
He's under my
did I lose
leg.
you guys? There you go. Then after our last Vizsla passed, we went a couple of months, and my wife's like, "We need a dog." I said, "Yeah, we do. We've never not had a dog." So she's like, "I want to get a pocket dog this time, one that I can travel with." You know. And I'm like, oh, no, how am I going to play? How am I going to love it? You know, well, now he's got me wrapped around his finger, but you know, I'm like, how am I going to toss him around? You know? And so we got a multi-poo, and it's
Wow.
funniest, it is, yeah, quite a departure.
Yeah.
And it is absolutely the greatest thing. Like I'll roll up in my big Chevy Silverado crew cab, you know, and I'll hop out with this little dog in my hands. People just like do a double take, like, what the flip? You know, right? Really, right now? It's so great. It's just
Those
their
little dogs
expressions on
get
their,
you. They do.
yeah, the expressions on their faces are great. Yeah. So anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
it sounds like your life is going pretty smoothly for you there. You're working a lot, doing a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. We're working on a big project right now out in Vegas that I'll be able to tell you more about in maybe 3-4 months. I can give you a little update, but
Sounds
it's
great.
gonna be pretty cool. And but yeah, dude, there's that baritone. There it is. That sounds great.
Oh, yeah.
That's the $1 million voice, Mr. Every time you turn on the radio, it was Tom Barnard in another commercial. Hey, you come on down to yeah, Menards or wherever it was. You were
Rock
the
Lord.
king. Yeah,
Rock
Rock Lord. That's right.
God.
I used to have the Rock Lord's audio on my computer. I wonder if I could find it again.
Oh, my gosh.
By the way,
Oh,
Andy,
that would be
I couldn't
brilliant.
be down here if that's what you meant.
Rock lords.
I can get my
Rock
voice
Lord.
very low. Rock Lords.
James Earl Jones Low. Yeah.
Oh, God. We were just talking about him yesterday. I really miss him. What a great guy.
Yeah. Oh,
Great.
yeah.
Can we play a sample of your song, or would we be banned from YouTube for the rest of our
Yeah, we
lives?
might.
No,
That's the thing.
you have my full permission. I'm giving you verbal permission to play whatever you'd like. Listen, man, I would deny Tommy nothing. Just saying.
Well, thank you.
All right, well, how about
When are you coming back to Minneapolis?
I'll be back there. I think in about a month and a half, I'll be back.
Well, we better
So-
get a dinner on the chart.
Oh, that'd be fun. I'd love that. That'd be the
That'd
best.
be great.
how about this?
Yeah.
For the outro, after the outro, I'll put in a song in post, a snippet of your song. Which song do you think I should put in there?
That's up to you guys. Trucker Hat obviously has always done really well. Vibin's done really well. I mean, I've got my last 4 songs went 2 top 10s and then 4 top 40s for my last 6 songs. So you can really grab what you want and throw it up there.
When you're talking about radio stations playing your songs. I was like, is that how it's done anymore?
I know.
It's
I mean, it was
okay.
just-
So that's the funny thing is, so okay, radio is solely kept alive at this point by the labels, right?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
they would not exist without the labels, and so really it's streaming, right? And
Yes.
you know the labels took streaming from us years back, and that was where people started going independent. It was like because they gave away our streaming rights, right? So you know, so our $1.29 or whatever, you know, for a single or $10 for the album or whatever, it just went away. So we were left with touring and merchandise. That's what we were left with. So radio still kind of plays a factor only as far as charts are concerned. But if you're not with the label, you're not going to break the top 40. So for me, it makes no sense to drop anything because, you know, I should go top 10 or better. I've never had a song go backwards. I'm sure not going to throw one out there. It's only going to go top 40 because they've got to give their airspace to the labels because that's who's paying their bills. So, and I recently went independent. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with all this. So Sony Records went to offer me the exact same deal that I had before I got there. And I brought with me my 5 big hits. So I already had them in the can. They were recorded. They just had to put them out there. So anywho, we'll not talk about that.
Okay, tell you what. Why don't we do this?
Yeah.
I'll take a break.
Yeah.
We'll come back. Andy, what are we going to do?
I'm going to insert it in post. So
You
it'll
are.
be at the end of the episode.
Oh, okay.
But not on the live stream.
All right, we'll be
The
right.
live stream apparently sounds like crap anyway, so
Jesus.
Yeah.
We're going to have to.
Stupid
whatever.
StreamYard.
yeah.
At North American Bank & Company, customers get the best of both worlds, the online and mobile banking options of a national bank with the personalized service of a community bank. Go to nabankco.com/Tom to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. It's Tom for Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities. Wellshire Alzheimer's and Dementia Care Facilities are a place where your loved one will live with pride and dignity. If you care deeply about someone in your life, Wellshire is the place I highly recommend. Wellshire is a memory care focused facility that has a full nursing team, always staffed within the building 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They've never used or relied on any staffing agencies. Wellshire Medina now accepting elderly waivers after 12 months of private pay. I know them personally. They are a family-owned local company, conveniently located right in Medina and Bloomington. They're the best staffed memory care facility in the state. Wellshire has a robust community with activities 7 days a week. If your loved one is in need of a memory care facility, please get in touch with my friends at Wellshire. Set up a tour or learn more at wellshiremn.com. That's WEALSHIREMN.com. We are back. We got everything teed up and ready to go.
Tommy, do you want to hear what my wife said to me? This is what brought this. My wife is awesome. I mean, we've been best friends. We got our wedding, 35th wedding anniversary coming up in August 17th, right? So it's coming up soon. So the other day I'm upstairs and I'm like taking, got my little pill case with all my vitamins and all my things, and I'm putting them. I said, how the hell am I going to remember all this stuff when I get old? And she says, don't worry. I'll make sure that the what's it called? Something care home. Make sure that all your prescriptions are right. I'm like, what the hell? You're gonna put me in a freaking home? We've been like best friends our whole lives. She was laughing her ass off. She's like, my wife is the best, dude. She is so funny. But yeah, she's like, don't worry. I'll make sure the home knows what your medications are. I'm like, it was awesome.
This is important.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Tommy, I understand you're living out in the country these days. Is that right? Out country?
Well,
Do you know what that's? Don't say where. Don't say where. Of course, you know.
we live how many minutes west of town?
We live in
15?
Minnetonka
Yeah,
we live in
yeah,
Minnesota.
we talked about
Okay.
it.
Okay. Oh, okay. You've talked about it on there. Yeah.
and Florida.
Well, you're probably thinking
And-
about me, so I was the one
Yeah.
talking to your person on the pod match.
Oh,
And yeah,
okay,
I
okay.
live out. Yeah, I live out in the country for sure.
Watertown.
Okay.
Oh.
Watertown. Jeez, you are out there ways.
I'm
Yeah.
out there.
He is
Yeah.
out there.
So we had this beautiful spot out in Elko. It was Newmarket Township. So it was, there was a railroad track. It was Lakeville, and there was Newmarket Township, and I had 11 acres out there. 8 of it was all wooded, and big, 1 acre pond. Every day I'm watching deer and turkeys and things, the neighbors' peacocks that would come into my yard. And we had a couple fans. So before the music, it was, Dave. I'm still Dave. I'm just, when I go home to the gym, it's just still, dipshit Dave, their buddy from the gym,
Okay.
Still, yeah, you know what I mean? Just the guy, the guy. Nobody cares, about what I do, and which is great. And but fans would come into town and they'd roll out to my place. You'd have to go 25 minutes south of town, go down a gravel road, like a mile and a half, go up 200 yards into my wooded property, wooded on both sides of my driveway to my house. So this happened like 4 or 5 times, because then the music started popping and all of a sudden people started finding, they come to our house. But one lady, we lived, like I said, in Newmarket Township, and Barney Fife was off duty that day. So this lady wouldn't leave. Like, she's knocking on all of her when she saw my truck in the driveway because I was out on tour. So she assumed I was home. And she's like, I swear I'm not crazy. I just want to meet Dave. And as soon as
He's
they say
knocking
that
on your
shit,
windows.
Famous last word.
oh yeah, they're batshit crazy, right? So it's like, oh my God. So this lady is kill that. My battery's getting close. So we no, it's okay. I got 20%. But anyway, so she's like walking up onto her deck, walked all the way around the house. While my wife is sitting in her, I got all of this while my wife is sitting with me on the phone, the sheriff's department on the phone. That was 30 minutes away from Shakopee, right in my bathroom with my pistol, waiting for the cops to get there because I told her, I said
You can't be too careful.
yeah, you can't be. So she's sitting there, and cops finally came in, but that was the end of that property for me. My wife's like, "Hey, we got to move. I can't go through that again." I'm like, "No, babe, of course." And so then ever since then, wherever we've gone, we've gone under a trust, so people can't ever, like, Dave Loves Donut Trust.
Yeah.
So people can't find our home anymore. Yeah, I love my fans. I love them. I've never met anybody on the road I didn't think was super cool. Like, not one person. Everybody's got something about them that's really, really cool, right? And but that kind of stuff's a little much, So
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
It all works out.
You would not have done well with that.
Yeah.
No.
I swear, I'm not crazy. I swear.
I swear.
Well, we lived way out. Back in the old days, when Tom was on the radio, we lived way out in Dayton, which was basically on Mars.
Yeah, back then.
Back then, there was
Absolutely.
nothing out there.
Let me
When we
ask
moved
you
out
something.
there, we ended up putting up a gate because it was just
Oh,
like,
sure.
and that did help.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, there was like, Tom, you were the thing in town. There was nothing that competed with you on radio. And radio was the thing at that time. Radio was everything to everybody.
It was huge.
So, and when people get stuck in their rush hour, they'd be sitting on trying to cross the bridge from the south to the north, and you're sitting there for an hour. You're the only thing that kept us from, like, going Harry Carey,
That's wonderful. That's great.
Yeah, but Dayton, let me ask you this. Do you guys know an optometrist by the name of Joe Rousey in Dayton? Did you know him back then?
Joe Rousey.
I don't recall a Rousey.
I don't
Rousey,
remember
no.
him, no.
That name Rousey sounds familiar though.
Yeah, that's my cousin. It's my first cousin.
Oh.
Yeah, so we've got
Okay.
Yeah, so I was born in Chicago, and so were all my family. Then I had 5 of my uncles all moved to Minnesota, all across the range. So
Really?
I had 2 uncles in Evelyn, an uncle in Silver Bay, an uncle in Minneapolis. You probably knew him because he was a drummer, Tommy, for a bunch of bands back in the day, Frank Rousey.
Oh God,
And then-
that's where I've heard the name Rousey. That's amazing how we got to that. Because I
Yeah,
knew
I
I'd
know,
heard
right?
the name Rousey before.
Yeah, that was my Uncle Frank. And so
That's hilarious.
right? And it's always it's 7 degrees with somebody, right? But so all 5 of my uncles were out there, and so he's one of my first cousins from the Evelyn families. So, and he moved up to Dayton and was optometrist out there.
There you go. Well, we
Yeah.
got to have you on more often, man. You can't just come on one time.
Oh, wait, before Dave leaves, I think
would
we have
love it.
one more ad I'd like to play.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Look at him. Pretty cool.
Wow.
And here it comes.
You control their appearance, but no force in the universe can contain the power and the fury of Rock Lord.
Laugh it up, all of you.
The fury of Rock Lords.
I'm the producer on this one. Tom, could you suck it down a little lower?
Rock Lord.
Well, it's not even low. It's just gravelly.
It's just
Hilarious.
Rock Lords. Now I'm going to be singing that.
Boy, I tell you, I gotta leave.
Lords. Dude, that's so great. You know, okay, so interestingly enough, my first musical influence ever was Rock Lord. No, was Louis Armstrong. And that gravelly tone that he had, right? So fast forward now all these years, and that's what made my mark in country music is my gravelly tone. So back when I came out, if a new song came out, it could have been one of 8 artists you were listening to, and you'd have no idea until you were told who it was, right? And so then I come out and I got this gravelly tone, and then Luke Combs came out a little bit later, but in the middle there, Chris Stapleton came out, who we all hate, by the way. I hope you know that. That son of a bitch made all the rest of us sound like shit, because he's so good. He's just so incredibly talented, and but that's what, he just and I don't think you guys know how many hits he wrote outside of country and for other country artists before he put out his own album that just blew up the world. I mean, it's just like the guy is so amazingly talented, and he writes with his wife, and the two of them are they're unbelievable, next level. Yeah. So
that's like I said.
Yeah.
About another month and a half, we'll find out what it's like face to face with our wives.
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah. When we that would be really nice. I'd love that. Somehow my people. We can't obviously do it on air, but I'll get you my number through. I'll have my people talk to your people.
Andy is our people.
It sounds so absolutely gross, but I can't obviously say my number on air. So
right.
And I don't have a direct contact, so I'll have Jill send it over to Andy, and then we'll make the connection point. But Tom, it's been an absolute pleasure being on with all of you. You guys are the best. You guys are absolutely the best. So
you got to come back, man. That was a lot of fun.
I'd love it.
I just love having fun talking to people. I guess part of that is what we just did was entertaining and all that. Everything you tune into now, somebody's screaming at somebody else about politics. I'm like, no,
gross.
I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, it's so gross. It's just like everyone's on one side or the other side, and blah, blah, blah. I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to be part of those conversations. I'm a positive guy, and I like to keep it in that wheelhouse. You know what I mean?
Quick question before you have to leave. One of our guests wants to know if you have ever done any announcing for any baseball in the Minnesota area.
I have not. I've gotten some. I've had a lot of people tell me I should go into Tom's line of work because of the tone of my voice and whatnot. And but I've never. I couldn't live up to you, Tom.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not even gonna try.
Here we go.
I got my hands full with other things. Yes, a road I didn't need to go down. So
all right, we'll send you the phone numbers, and then you send me yours, and we'll get something on the docket. And you got to come back on the show, man. You're a great guest.
Oh, that'd be a ton of fun. I'd love it. And there's so many great stories I'm sure you and I could share. And I can't believe we finally made the family connection, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll have a magnificent day. We'll talk to you very soon, sir.
Sounds good, you guys. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Bye. Nice meeting you.
Bye, guys. See you.
What a lucky day to come on the air.
What a lucky day.
Well, I'm serious. Everybody was in a good. What did you fart or something?
Yes.
What is
I
going
ripped
on? Are you
one
hot?
off, and I'm fanning it around for all of you to enjoy.
What is hot in here? That's for sure.
That makes the most sense.
But anyway, I mean, you know how nice that is. It's a good time to point this out to everybody. All of you that have come up to me on the street, and I mean, sometimes groups of like 8 people come up and they all talk about the morning show and all the rest of it. And everybody thinks I retired. I did not retire. I got fired. Otherwise, I'd still be doing the show.
Get your
All right,
ass
Rock
canned.
Lord, we gotta go.
Rock Lords. Rock Lords.
Rock Lords. You got to get the.
Oh yeah, like I could
You
ever
have to say
do
it
that.
right.
Yeah, you have to
I don't
do
have
that,
enough
Mom.
testosterone
Come
to
on,
do
Mom.
that. I'm
But in
sorry.
any case, thank you for all your kind words on the streets and at restaurants and everywhere I go. You guys have all, you men and women have been absolutely magnificent. So thank you so much for that. And we'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Toodaloo.